It'd be so much easier if this thing worked. Oh, okay. Good. Gotta put on a glove here. Alrighty. That'll get it by. Hey, nobody's on. It's been awful quiet. All the hens are in Mexico. SJ's down there. Paula's with her. They got 20 card hobbyists, and they're all just, I guess, drinking tequila and having campfires. Well, what the heck? That deserve a break. What do we got? Swagger 50-50. How are you? Bro, you messed my game up. Oh, I'm sorry, man. How do I unmess it up? Because I'm sure I'll get on that immediately. What's your game? Well, I got a roll of 1964 proof pennies here that came in. And I thought I'd share them with you and show you how I go through a roll of proof pennies. Because there's die varieties to find in these as well. It's okay? Alright. Gang. I don't know what that is. I don't have time for games and stuff. You love proofs? Okay, we got a roll. Whole roll. Well, here's the tube. 1964s. We just had a couple out. I pulled a couple just to see. Of course, the first thing I did was drop one on the ground. There we go. And they look real good. Geez, is it cameo? It is awfully, awfully close to cameo. Let's see, I got a card here. You play with a light, you can get a better look. I'm going to have to set this actually on the, I'll put it right there. If you play with a light, you can get a better idea of, you know, is it black and white or are they brilliant proofs? The one on the left, you'll see, well, it's just as black as the fields. The one on the right, that's a bit of a contender. Boy, that's awfully close. Let's flip them over and take a look. This is why you put on the gloves. Okay, I'm knocking them here. Okay, the one on the left, it's decent, but it's not a cameo. We saw that before. But the one on the right, oh man, that is looking real good. All right, how tough is, how tight is, oh, here it goes. I'll get rid of the one. This one we're interested in right here. How cameo does it have to be? 5-second rule. No, that only counts on hamburgers or fried chicken. How cameo does it need to be to the point you can call it a cameo? This one, oh gosh, is it? Is it? I'm looking at the shoulder of that and thinking, not quite. Boy, that is awfully close. I move that card around, block the light, have a look at it. Well, it's a darn decent one, I'll tell you that. And smell those pennies. Oh, they're here, all right. We got them. We can take a look under the scope. There we go. It's gone. There you go. You're looking for frosty devices. The letters, the numbers, right? The guy. It's all good. And let's see what we got here. That's my first glimpse. I actually did look at it, but it's your first glimpse. And you look at the fields, right? How good are these? Are they milky? No, not that I've seen yet. Do they have little speckles or spots or maybe rub marks? No, this looks like a pretty decent roll. Is it cameo? This one is a strong contender, but I think it's a little bit weak on the shoulder. Let's see. I had a pointy stick. Okay, get another one. I got a million of these. I want one of those. They're pretty. They're $1. Let me see if I can get a stick out of here. There we go. Okay, I think right around here, okay, this can be the low point in the die. I think this is not quite as frosty as I'd like to see it. But yeah, they're real pretty. I don't see anything wrong with these. Let's look at the other side. Okay, see the frostiness here and the contrast to the fields. Okay, the reverse here, that's cameo. There's no question here. This is frosty all over the place. The front, not so much. You don't quite get that black and white look to it. But to be cameo, it's going to be cameo on both sides. All right. I've had nickels, and you know, one side is freaking tight, and you flip it over, and no, not good enough. Both dies have to create that cameo effect. This one is This one I might even let it go and say, yeah, sure. That's awfully close, because the cameos, you're going to draw a premium on them, especially before 1975, 76, 77. Yeah, you get a good cameo, especially in the 60s. This whole roll of 64s. All right, so that's one thing we got to look at. What's this up here? I get a little dark line. What's this? Is that something from the floor? I get really particular with these. I want a proof that's tight. What we got there? What do we got? I got just a discoloration right there at 1 o'clock. Nothing coming off? Okay, here you go. You get a little bit of rimming or finning. There was a post in the Coin Up group on Facebook. A girl had a proof from a 2018. It was a dime. And it has this little tiny bit, this outer edge, looks like just a piece of wire. It's not a wire rim. That's finning, where the metal got between the die and the collar and just kind of squeezed itself in. And you find it goes probably halfway around and then peters out. So it peters out around here at, around 6 o'clock. And it goes right around and it'll go up to about 12 o'clock. Yeah, right about here. Okay. Yeah, that's a trademark of finning. And you won't see much over this side. Okay, maybe it will. Yeah, they squeeze it extra hard. They squeeze the hell out of these. They put extra pressure on the proof strikes. Here's the back. How's that rim look? That looks pretty tight. Nice and flat. And you get the cameo on the rim as well as the devices and letters. And a little bit of finning on here as well. They really press these in. Okay. So I took the liberty of setting up beforehand. Where's my coffee? Baby, coffee. She's asleep. I'm going to have to get some coffee. No joke, I can really smell it. They smell wonderful, don't they? Okay, I took the liberty. I'm going to go to the screen here and open up some other windows ahead of time. I've got Wexler. Here he is. This is John Wexler's site, doubledie.com. Looks like Double Eddie. And I've got his list of 1964 double dies. Now, the proof is the one. Proof variety is the ones I'm looking for. He's got several listed, but he does not have the whole thing's not quite complete. I've got no photos on these things to work with. Okay, but you can see there are some double dies to look for on these. Here you go. What are you looking for? Here's an example, number 36. It's a proof WDDO, PR. If you don't see PR, can you see any of this, by the way? Oh, good. If you don't see PR, then it's a regular business strike. PR, that's a proof strike. And here you go. You've got doubling all over these things. Right? It's the die that was hubbed twice. So, geez, don't hold back. This is a business strike. You see the the non-polished reverses or fields in here. Here's another one right above the L, right below the L in Liberty. That's a common spot to look for on the on 60s, the early 60s. You get a little notch here on the L, just a little bit of doubling on the insides. Okay, we know what to look for. That's why I got these opened up ahead of time. So there, under the L, it's different from the other one. Now we got copper coins also opened up. He's got 3 pages of double dies for 1964. And I might have you off screen here. There, that's probably a whole lot better. That's coppercoins.com. That's Chuck Joffrey's site. And the proofs are pretty easy to see. He doesn't have the prices for everything, just proof 63, 65, 67. Give you an idea of the slight difference in the quality can, what, more than double the price if you go from 63 to 67? Yeah. But you'll see he has P on the end. He's got a P on the end. So 009 is the double die number, and P for proof. Here's a business strike. Doesn't have the P. But he's got several to look out for. I got 3 pages for him opened up. Then you got Variety Vista. Okay, this is easy. You're going to see PR right at the front. PR, so proof. And that's a class 1 double die obverse. No, excuse me. That's number 1. It's obverse. That's a class 5 counterclockwise is how you read that. So what I'm looking for is what to see. What are my pickup points on proof pennies for 1964? I'm looking at In God We Trust. Right, I'm giving hard attention to the L. I want to give a good hard look at the date, especially that 6 looks kind of funny. Here's one with the L. Let's see, here's a proof again with the L. Here's one over here. The date, take a look at the 4. Let me see if we can see that. I might be off. I might need to shrink that window just a little bit. Let me bring that in. Here, now try it. Okay, so over here on the 4, you got extra separation lines, little notches. Okay, here's a proof. Again, look at the L. Okay, this is not a proof. That's not a proof. That's what he's got. Now, you got to watch everything because over here you got the double die of verses, but you got another page for the double die reverses. Okay, keep on going. We want to give it a good hard look at cent. Right here again on the N, on the E. Let's see here, the FG. That's a good pickup point. Over here, the FG has a good split. Keep an eye on those. CA in America. So we're looking at the outer lettering, FG, and this is a proof, so E pluribus unum right at the top there. Okay, this is hard to see. Boy, I want to look real close at those notches. Real close and united. This one looks real good. Hope we can find a bunch of those. Let's see, proof, bottom notches on the ends. All right, we got a good idea what we're looking for. Not a proof, not a proof, not a proof. This is a proof, FG. All right, all the outermost letters, FG, EPU. Yeah, we're looking for notches. We're looking for separation lines. This is a proof, real strong one. Look at the base. Yeah, good notches on the memorial. All right, of. Yeah, some of these jump right out. Okay, on the obverse, In God We Trust, Liberty, and the date is what we're looking at. What's Chuck say? Nothing on that page. Let's see this page. We're looking at United, the outermost lettering. Okay. We're looking at the FG. Yep. We're looking at the America, outermost lettering, and the L. Okay, I think we can do this. We're ready. So, geez, I don't memorize this stuff, but I know enough to refresh my memory. You know, get a good idea what to look for each date if I'm doing, you know, a bunch of them, because I got 50, well, hopefully 50. I probably should count them, I suppose. 1, 2, good enough. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to set that scope up so I can get in and see the level of detail I want to see, because I'm looking at, you know, I want to get in CFG real sharp. And that's probably about right. Hi, Ken and everybody. I'm Fire Cajuns here. We're going to roll of proof 64 pennies. Proof 1964. Real sharp ones. Okay, now the cameo, I'll see that with my naked eye. Well, not very well. But I can see the color difference at least. Okay, let's see if I can make this thing focus. Boy, it's hard to take good photos of proof coins. All right, I think I can make that work. So I got 50 pennies to look at. And we know where we want to look. We want to look at the date, especially the 4. We're looking for separation lines. And I want to get the focus just as nice and sharp as I can. I think that might be about what I can do. Okay, In God We Trust. Look at the bottom of the R. And over here, especially extra attention I want to give to the L, I, and B. This looks pretty straight up. What's up? There you go. Okay, so you can just follow along because that's what I'm doing. You got questions? Let me show you what I see for the screen. Now I got, you know, this section that you see here would be, oops, let's wait a minute. Yeah, would be all around, you know, what you see here. Yeah, this area. Kind of neat. Okay. So over here, if you type my name, right, if you do @KenPeavy, it'll show up in bright orange. And you'll get my attention a whole lot better because, you know, be this bright spot right down here. Because I'll be looking at the screen over there. Yeah, so I can get a good look at the pennies under the scope. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? One. I'm looking at the top and bottom serifs on these. I'm looking to see if I get any splits. And the level of detail, I mean, I'm looking at, give me a piece of paper. On the end, for example, this is going to be hard. Get this pen out of here. I'm looking at, there you go, in the upper serif, I'm looking at that much space on the upper serif of that end. Right, on the E, let's see if I can get this one in. I'm focusing in on that much detail on the E, right? On those little tips, just the points, because that's where I'm going to see splits the easiest, the most. That's where they're going to show up. And I'm going to look at FG, and that one should be pretty easy to see if we encountered it. At the top of E pluribus unum, and that looks pretty straight up. Now, some of the easiest points are the points on the S. Don't look for the letters where it comes to a 90-degree point. Look where it comes to a really sharp angle. Right, so you're looking at the points on the S, for example. The A's, right, where you have a better angle. Hey, CJ, how are you? Oh, I found the rest of your stuff there, CJ. Where the hell did that go? This was supposed to be 2 packages back for you. Let's see what the hell we got. Give you an idea. Hey, Chewy, how are you? All right, there, see? CJ says, send me the calls. So we got some calls for you. More calls. There's a bunch in there. All right. Well, I had to send in some other shit because Lemon sent you some stuff. I don't want to be upstaged. So I got this coming at you. That'll be neat. That's for all the help you've done, sending in all these, all the toys, right? All the 3D printing. That's a Canadian penny. Now, this is an ICCS slab, if you will. It's actually hermetically sealed inside, so you can't take it. It's an early equivalent of PCGS for Canadian coins. That's a Canadian nickel, MS63, and it's a double date. Ooh, I'm sending my project for the seminar giveaway. Oh, I thought you were going to give that away on your show. We may as well do that. Makes sense. Why send shipping to me and then I send shipping out? Yeah, if it shows up, we'll play with it. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is, there, see it? All right, let's play with the frickin' focus again. Okay, and there's Queen Elizabeth. There, oh, look how sharp that is. And the issue is not here, it's on the reverse in the date. And here's Queen Elizabeth's good-looking cousin, the beaver. Okay, but look at the date. And we got to get in close on this. You'll see it on the 9, the 6, and the 2, the bottoms. You ready? And this is the trouble. I mean, it's inside a flip, inside a flip. Does that make sense? I get 2 layers I'm trying to get through. But you can see at the bottom of the 1, the bottom of the 9, lower right of the 6, and the bottom of the curl on the 2, and the bottom of the bottom, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of a neat thing. The book says something like 20 bucks on this one. Well, there it is. And we got, what else we got? You ready? Okay, we got a Brontosaurus. Because the person needs a Brontosaurus round. Yeah, okay, we got, I don't know what these are. I think I was just cleaning off my desk. What do we got? Got a 1958. And that one, got a 1955. Real shiners. Look, there's the Canadians, and we'll put them by the proofs down here. Yeah, okay, they're in. And we got, I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, That's a large cent, because you said you didn't have a large cent. That's not a very good one. But what the hell? I got that up at Cheapskate. Okay, 1884. There. And we got one of them, I don't know what that is. That's a nickel. That's a 1961 proof. And, ready? Okay. Remember those picks I got? Where the hell did they go? There, I got them PV picks. Because Clash has got a pick, I gotta have a pick. Alright. So I got one for you. And this is the Ken's Pick Top Channel pick. That's coming at you. That's who I'm gonna give these things to. Ooh, remind me, alright, okay, let's see. I gotta make a couple of notes here. Real quick. Pick. There we go. That'll work. Yeah. So that's coming your way. How apropos that you wanted some Canadian pennies. I'll let you pay the shipping on that. There. Oops. Put those out. Yeah. Now, if there's stuff in here you don't want or don't need, you know, make it a chain mail and send it off to somebody else. You know, just have fun with it. That's kind of the whole point. All right, what was I doing? I got to find my little card. Here's one with an Ike on it. I may as well put the Ike away. You like Ike? There's Ike. That's a good looking Ike right there. Look at the color on that. Okay, we got a few of those left. Yep, those are $10 a piece. I have now hit the like button. Well done. Okay. Now on the obverse, because we're back to these. Okay, where are you? Get this out of my face. There. Okay, I gotta refocus again. It'd be so neat if I could just say focused. Both me and the camera. Okay, we want to look at the L and I and B and Liberty. We're looking for little bulges above and below, especially on the L. On the date, we're looking for kind of extra thickness on the letters and a notch on the 4. On that, you know, on the lower point. I'll just point to it instead of trying to act. Let's see, right down here on the 4. Boy, that's a big fat head on that. Let's see. I got a 1955S uncirculated. Outstanding. Those shining wheats, they're nice, man. I was like 20 before I saw one. I said, "What? They still make them brand new?" "Oh no, man, this is uncirculated." "Huh?" Never heard tell of such a thing. Couldn't believe they got that sort of stuff. Get your ass to a coin show and go see some stuff. You don't have to spend anything there. I can point to the head of that 4 right in there. And some stuff up here. I'll concentrate on the little angled leg on the R. And look at the armpits. Oh, whatever you do, if you got a piece of lint on your proof, try to blow it away. Because it is so easy, so darn easy to frig them up. I've used a brush before, right? Just to reach in and brush it off. And I have destroyed proofs with that before. So if you get a piece of lint or something or speck, leave it. Really, you're going to be better off just leaving it there. Maybe the future. Yeah, I got to get to a coin show and have like a secret camera. "Hey man, how much you want for these buffaloes?" $1 a piece. Huh? Alright. Okay, now I got that one I looked at. And I got nothing out of that one. I'll put it over here. Here, that's what we'll do. So there's the nothing pile, and that'll grow, I'm sure. Here's Lemonhead sticker. He's my spirit animal. Okay, grab another one. Now if I find something, I got some flips at the ready, so we'll just tuck it in there. All right. See anything on that L? Now you're going to see me wiggle this thing around because as I change the angle, right? I got the coin on a card, so I can change the angle. I'm not really changing it that much. Give me another card. There you go. I mean, I'm literally, it's this much is all I'm doing, but it changes the angle of the light hitting it. And on these proofs, that's important. I wasn't expecting Ken tonight. Here I am. Okay, we're looking at the date. We're looking for separation lines. A funny notch in the 4. I don't see anything on that. We'll check his eyeball over here. Come on up, look around. Does this all look normal to you? Yeah. Now the light on these proofs can screw with you, man. Really can screw with you. The way they reflect, especially if they're not cameos. This one's not. Okay, you got the device. The sides, like on the eye, aren't straight up and down. They're angled, right? So that the coin can make the impression, and when it's done, it'll let go. Because if they were straight up and down, you'd never get that coin out, man. So they got a little bevel on them. So you're seeing the light off the flat side, and you're seeing the light off that beveled edge. And you say, hey, oh, these are double dies. No. And we're going to explain it to you, and there's all that crying and yelling. Who needs that? Right now I'm looking at that L, because I want to see what the heck's going on below that L. I'm going to move it around, wiggle it, change the light. All right. Because I got that curl right at the edge, and that's also going to screw with my light. Okay, I don't see anything on this. I'm finning. Yeah, it's so common. And we'll go back to here. What do we got? Oh, we lost our focus terribly. There it is. Maybe. Let me just frig with it until you can't see nothing. What do we see? We lost it. Dude, I can't see nothing. How about you? That looks kind of funny. Let that be a clue. When you look at it and say, that's kind of funny, get the loop. There's one. I know you've got 10 on your desk. Grab the loop and take a look. All right. It's not that funny. But when you say, that's weird, that's the flag. That's what says, give it more attention. Because you're looking for weird stuff, aren't you? Oh my God, my hair. I'll have to do my hair. Yeah, we'll take a 20-minute break. Oh, I hate lint. Okay, this is neat because sometimes you get these little pieces. Oh no, that is lint. You get these little pieces of wire, bits of metal that get in the die, and they leave little funny little lines. And on the proofs, geez, it looks like a white spot. I don't see anything here. Yep. There's a little spot there on the S. That's pretty minor. Now, what you see, you look at the size of this. If you were to grade this coin, the dot between the E and the P, how big is that? What are we talking? That darn big. Yeah. It's bigger than you would grade it at. But let's look at that dot under the S, that big splotch. Closer to something you would grade. Can you see the splotch under the S? That's a good looking penny. Yup. Let's look at the other side. The reverse looks pretty cameo, but this is not cameo. You see how dark the bust is in that light? Should be frosty white. Okay, that goes in the nothing pile. Next. Stay there. God, the time to go through a roll of these. Is the nickel technically a lamination peel? Which nickel? I have a question. I have a Lincoln cent with a lamination peel still connected to the coin. I have a Jefferson nickel that is a lamination but no peel. Is the nickel technically a lam? Same idea. It's a lamination error. It's a not incomplete bond between layers of different metal. Right? It's an alloy mix. It's got copper and nickel, and God knows what else is in that mix. But the result is you don't get a complete bond. So you get these little wrinkles going across. Sometimes it'll peel back. Sometimes it'll just rip right off. You're left with a rougher texture underneath. So keep it around until you can develop the experience to make that determination on your own. Because you got to check it, right? Is it a lamination, kind of a crack right up the middle, or is it furrowed? Is there plowed up metal on the sides? You put a snow plow down your street, you got snowbanks, right? A scratch on a coin will leave snowbanks. What do we got there? Nothing. So if it's got snowbanks and it's a lamination, maybe it's not really lamination, but instead it's just damage. Okay, you ever see your finger dry up in the winter, right? And you get that little cuticle kind of peeling up just on one little corner? That's what a lamination would be similar to. I think that's my best analogy. You can't see chat. Oh, sorry. Hey, Lincoln fell asleep. Probably be up all night now. You kidding? I think Mrs. CFA found an Indian scent. She didn't sleep for 3 days. Okay, I got nothing on that side. Let's look at the other side. Because even if there's no DDR, well, it's a different die that does the obverse. Okay, no separation. 4 looks normal. Eyeball is no known issues on the eyeball for 64. This looks good. That looks pretty good. Let's check that L. I'm looking at the bottom of that L. Trying to see what the heck is that? Is that something? So I tilt it and then I gotta refocus. Because sometimes these things are quite subtle. I mean, I got a 61 double die and it is just this little boink right on top of the L. That's it. I think it's double die number 8. I'm going to give a look at that under the scope, or under the loop. So bear with me. Yeah, I got to take those off because I can't see with them. Boy, that's a nice frosty one, though. No, nothing there. Okay. Set that aside. Grab the next one. And keep on going. Don't forget to turn your clocks back. I've been saying that for weeks. I like to say that like in June. It really screws up the old people. We just turned our clocks back. I'll do it again. You live longer. Really, if you cut the bottom foot off of your blanket, right, and you sew it on the top of your blanket, have you extended the blanket? Have you gained any blanket? Waiting for Ken to discover the $1 million error. I'd be happy with a $5 error. Really, that's mostly what I get, is the $5 errors. You know, I get the $50 errors. Oh, I'm freaking nuts over that. Yeah, I'll be up for 3 days too. Yeah, that's a good looking penny. Hi, Boat. Boat's here. Boy, look at the cameo on this. Oh, geez. They're all like this. But not quite good enough on the other side. That's pretty strong. Nice frosty ones. Don't I like that? Okay, let's keep looking around. Okay, top of very pluribus unum looks good. The points on the S's look good. How's the R? R looks good. FG. FG, that's a normal looking FG. Believe it or not. That's normal under this scope. You have to interpret the damn scope. All right. Set that over there. Oh, what I meant to do, put that there. Instead of setting them down here on the flat table, I got a load of flips in. I can play with those all day. How about the $150 varieties? I got, okay. All right. Speaking of which, yeah. Yeah, I got this for, you know, I don't know, a good price. That's an 1846 repunched date, a small date. Newcomb number 4, very fine. The starting bid is $175. Yeah, I do like those $150 errors. Did you see this? That's a repunched date. Where are you, date? There you go. Can you see it? Yeah, can you miss it? Really? Yeah, you got extra metal on the 1 sticking out of the bottom, on the back of the 1, all over the place. Left side of the 8. Here, ding ding, see that? They punched the 8 and they said, dude, you got to lighten up on the moonshine. Do that again. And here's the 4. So you got the bottom of the 4 sticking out here, which would be this part. This would be the upright part of the 4. That little thing would be this part. There you go. And the 6. Dude, this guy was like, laudanum was big back in the day, wasn't it? Have you taken your medicine, Hidden? I did, and I'm about to take another dose. Up the voltage, man. Go with it. Yeah, so that's a repunch date. Yeah, without that, that'd still be a $60 or $70 coin, but with that, double. LOL, you're only saving yourself 1 letter. Saving myself 1 letter. I'm sorry, I lost track. Look, I gotta blow my nose. What's this? We'll put this right here for just a moment. We'll grab one of these. There. No, I didn't look at it. That's gross. You ever do that, blow your nose? You see, the old ladies like to look at it. Did you find anything, honey? That's gross. Okay, watch the lint. We got a spot there on the end. Pretty darn small. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at the corners of these letters. I'm looking at the points on that S. It'll jump right out when you see it. Okay, nothing here. Look at the front. Talking to David Carlisle. He calls me Lake House Boat. IDC LOL. Okay. That's the only 2-letter combination I know is okay. LOL. Normal. You get going, you know what to look for, you know where to look. It's a lot faster. Now, if you're looking for known varieties, you can miss unknown varieties. That's the thing. You know, if you just check the entire goddamn coin, the whole thing, that's when you can find new things. How goes it? We ain't found a thing so far. Nothing. Coin Dragon just found an 1853 Arrows half dime with a double die reverse that's not recorded, as far as we can tell, anywhere. It's not in the cherry pickers, not in Brains. Konica, forget it. It's not in the master listings. Nothing. So we're looking. Okay, now we need a box to put these in. What do you got? There we go. What's this? There. Always handy to have. There we go. I'll put them in sideways to start so they don't flop all over themselves. Yeah. The hardest part I have is finding out which side is face up. There. Now, I had somebody explain to me that they don't like the plastic flips. right? Because when they put the coin in, sometimes it doesn't come out, you know, exactly right side up. Let's see if I can make this one give you an idea. Oh, there. There. They want that coin when they put it in to be face up. Really? Dude, lighten up, Francis. All right, that's okay. Look, everybody has their own way of collecting. There's no right, there's no wrong to it. Although, you know, there's sometimes you could probably just go a little groovier, if you know what I mean. Just be a little easy. It's not right side up. Dude, I can take it out, take a picture, put it back in. It'll be mostly right side up. Be goddamn good enough right side up. That's good enough for me. All right, well, they want it right side up so that when they store it, it's right side up when they, you know, pull it out 5 years later or something. I only need the small date 1970S and all the 7 of the 82 having my dance school album done. Can you help me? No. No, I'm not. I got 170S. I'm not giving that up. It's a peach, by the way. And the 82, I did a coin class, and I promised, you know, whoever won, we had a giveaway. They would get, you know, all the large and small dates except for the 70S. Well, I had the 60s and I had the 74s, but I didn't have the freaking 82s because you got to have, what, 100 of them? Dude, I had a set and knocked it over. They're still down here in the dust. I've never cleaned those up. How can a coin be a peach? Dude, lick it. Seriously, this one tastes like peach. You got to check it out. So yeah, I got a 70S and it's gorgeous. I mean, it looks like this. I'd like to find it. Might be in here. Doo-doo-doo. It might be in here. 79, 75, 72, 71, 70D, 70S. Large date. No, I don't have the small. It's here somewhere. There you go. You see, I get to, you know, while the other guy has his coin is right side up, I've got mine is nice and neat and pretty and set up and uniform, and I get to put the, hey man, whatever floats your boat. Yep. Okay. I got to get some more BU rolls because I done picked through most of the BU rolls I got. And it takes as long as it does with these, mind you. Okay, there's that. But I got to load up on more of those. People seem to want them. Okay, we'll get some more. Here's 1964. What's going on in that 6? Have we got any separation lines? Because I would say in the direction of that, right off, I would say that's die deterioration. That's a proof die. Let's see if we can get some more focus on there. Okay, we'll get in there with a loop and have a look. How's Liberty? Liberty looks right and tight. Yeah, my eyes are such that geez, it's hard to look at it with a loop anymore. Yeah, don't ever grow old. So there is one advantage to having those slabbed coins. Okay, I got something going on the right side, on the lower inside of the U. And I want to look at. I want to look at the 6 and the date. But I don't see anything else here I want to look at. I need like a super scope. That 6, that reflection seems to be coming off the, you know, remember I said the sides on the letters are not straight? That seems to be coming off the angled side of the 6. And I don't see anything with the U, maybe a little die chip, but nothing to write home about. Okay, flip. PM me when you have time, Coin Dragon. I send you the set. Oh, the set of 7. There's one back there somewhere. I think I took one out. Yeah, I got to get some of them 7 sets. You know, they got a 7. Is that a scratch? Curses! That's pretty tiny, but it won't make MS 70. Oh well, I didn't expect it would. Yeah, proofs are typically held in pretty good shape when they're stored. The big issue is when they're handled, when they take them out of the proof sets. Of course, back then there was cellophane anyway, so you get it all with a pair of scissors. But that's when you handle them. That's when you have the chance to really screw them up. You handle them as few times as you can. I don't see a thing on this. And store them as well as you can. Okay, there's my side. So I'm going to take these as soon as I'm done and put them into a nice acrylic flip. And that sound you hear, I get it in, and then I tap it down. Ta-da! That's what that is. There it is. Next. A 1970S small date. It's going to be hard to get. Yeah. That's why they're $50. Paula has a 1970 proof set with a small date sent in it, and I think she was talking about selling it. I don't know if she did. I don't know what she wants. Probably $90. Who knows what's going on here? That looks pretty standard. So there's 170S. I had an idea. I was talking it over with Dustin Morgan, right? Video, right? Photography is of such good quality now that it would be possible with a standardized setup, right? I mean, you can get the same darn camera even with a standardized setup to take a picture of a coin, right? And instead of certifying it, we're just registering that coin. She's in Mexico with the other hens. Yeah, they're squawking away. Bok, 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 bok. Around the campfire right now, I guess. Bok, 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 bok. Okay. All right. So instead of having a coin slabbed, right? Or here's one. Well, you send in the coin and they encapsulate the damn thing. Really, you're on your own for storing it. You know, any way you like. You know, we could put in a nice capsule here, but you got the serial number 1111411. Oh, I'm gonna, you know, go to PCG. Here's a neat one. Go to PCGS and type in, you know, you get the certification search lookup. Type in the certification number where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No such coin. Try 2468 246. No such coin. Try, you know, all 2s, all 3s. No such. They're saving them. They're saving these super serial numbers. True story. Yeah, I had some time to kill late one night. Okay. But geez, wouldn't be neat? You know, you get that superior coin and it's got, you know, the $5,000 serial number as well. So, okay, we did the front of that. Because they, you know, they pay good money for like the ladder notes. You know, the straights, the full houses, all that stuff. Well, it makes sense that they would do it with certified coins. Even if it's just a run-of-the-mill coin. But geez, you know, if you're going to do it on, you know, a $17.95 with a serial number 00004 or some darn thing. This looks pretty straight. Okay, what was my story behind that? Oh, so you take the photo of the coin and you certify the photo. and you get the photo such that you can identify the coin based on that photo, because every coin has fingerprints. You know, has a little, oh, here's one. What's this? I don't know what this is. It's a proof S 2000 with some lint. Okay. There. See that little speckle, that kind of a comma-shaped orange mark on his cheek? That would be, you know, one of the fingerprints of this particular coin. It would be unique to this coin. Now, it'd be tough on the proofs. If business strikes are a different story. There you go. I mean, anything. That little mark on the rim, right? Combine that with a couple of other marks. It might be tough on the MS-70s. So you get this little mark here. You got that one right there. Lint everywhere. Here you go. You got stuff like this. Positively identifies this coin. It's unique to this coin. So now you can just have a database, right, with all these registered coins. Who owns it, where they are, if it's, you know, if the owner wants to sell it. If you get a list and you're looking stuff up, if you're searching for, you know, a particular coin. I'm searching for 1970S. Press the button, poof, here's 50 of the darn things for sale. Right? And contact numbers, if they want that included, for a fee, of course. Something like that. Oh, there's a spot. Something like that. You could have the coins and trade them sight unseen, because you could positively identify that based on the photographs. You follow me? You don't have to put in a slab, but you can see, was that coin handled well and stored well? You know, rate the owner. How's this coin storage? But if it's not very good, you just, you know, take him off your list of people you're searching coins for from. Or if they're always good, you put him up on your list. Nothing there, except a spot. Yes, thank you, fellow classmates. The www states that the missing edge lettering was struck at both the Philly and Denver Mint. One can tell by looking closely at the edge. One will have lettering and one won't, I suppose. If you see the layering, it's a Philly. Do you know what that is? I can get 4125 by 3096 pictures with a camera. Yeah, my best camera is a Bloggy. It's somewhere under this, I think. Might be in here. I haven't really looked at it for a while. They're obsolete. They're slow, they're bulky, they don't have a lot of storage memory. It's a pain in the ass to upload the photos once you got them. Now you can plug it in, click a bunch of stuff, then you got to crop it. Well, yeah, it's probably here somewhere. But it takes great pictures. The optical quality is outstanding on the darn things. So if I really want a good picture, I haul that out. But I do pretty well with, you know, the live showing off of the coins. Anyway, so you have a photographic registry. You know, as long as you can identify that coin positively, you're good. But you can set up the pedigrees with that. You can set up, you know, the search criteria. You can put the photo up. You know, if it's for sale, blink, here it is. If it's not for sale, sorry, you get the big dummy photo that says not available, because Jack wants to keep his set tight. Now take it up to the next level, right? Let's say you want to save on shipping. You send it in, have it photographed, cataloged, and added to the warehouse, so that the next person can buy the coin sight unseen, you know, going by the registry, the photograph. He can take delivery if he wants, or, you ready, or leave it in the warehouse. So you get this giant concrete bunker with a turret on the roof. You know, ain't nobody getting in there. And that's where we store the coins. Nothing flammable, right? You can't eat in the coin storage room, that sort of thing. And now you can trade coins on paper. they become a commodity, right? Price goes up, price goes down, the computers trade them. And they're all right here. I'll try again. Does anyone have any waffled coins for sale? Get a hold of Joe Durbin. Joe Durbin may have some waffle coins. Up to him if he wants to sell it. I can't speak for him there. Yeah, Bloggy. It's a great camera. Did I just confuse the living planchette out of you? I know. I got 3 conversations going on, man. Talking about a camera. Talking about pictures. I'm looking at pennies. Trying to keep CoinDragon from starting a fight. You know how it is. He'll bust you up, man. He will. How can I look at the edge hidden? It's in a... Yeah. Well, there's a new slab. Was it NGC came out with it where the coin is not in the slab? It's out here. So you can look at the rim. So, you know, it's deeper on one side than it is on the other. But it's way the hell out here. And it's still encapsulated. Another flaw with the slabbing system. Well, you know, if you had a photographic registry, you wouldn't need to encapsulate the darn thing. You could. But what do you think? Sight unseen, computerized trading of a registered commodity item. How long before that one gets off the ground? And can we pull it off? I don't see why not. I mean, they trade cabbage electronically. Huh? Email that cabbage to me, will you? Keep going. Yeah, the investment, as far as I did some back of the envelope math. Yeah, it'd be about $1.5 million to pull it off and make it happen. About half of that goes towards just marketing the idea. And that's hit or miss. Well, I don't quite have the $1.5 million that I'd need to pull it off, so I'll at least talk it up. Maybe somebody will hire me. Yeah, because, I want to get up in the morning every freaking day and go work for somebody else. Normal. Now, I don't expect to find any dye varieties. I just hope. There's always hope. I thrive on hope. There's Gabriel. Gabrielle or Gabriel? And he types Gabriel. Hey, tomato. Looks like a guy. We'll call him Gabriel. Hello, Gabe. Yeah, I got a roll of proof. 1964. What are they? Lincoln cents, and we're looking for dye varieties. We went through we went through Wexler's and copper coins and Variety Vista, so we can become acquainted with what they have listed, so we know what to look for known varieties. And we're just having a look. We got 50 of the darn things. Gabe sounds like Abe. Here's Abe. And in the meantime, we're just, talking coins because it's 1:30 in the morning on a Saturday, and, well, we're nerds. I'm looking real close in the tops and bottoms of that L. And that one gets my attention. All right, that one gets my attention real good. Where's that little one? And I probably ought to start carrying some of these. I had to say 60X. It's a Hummer. Would blind you too. Oh, that looks perfectly normal. Can't see. There we go. Because some of these double dyes are so darn tiny, right? Some of these RPMs are so darn tiny. It's the only way you're going to see them is go deep. Nerds always get paid well eventually. Dude, you get paid well. You get paid a lot better for using your brain than you are for using your back. And while both will fail, it's a lot more fun when you go nuts. Okay, nothing there. I know, I tried it. Turn your clocks back. Tomorrow night we turn our clocks back, isn't it? It's 1:22. What time is it? I don't know anymore. Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anyone really care? I ain't got time enough to cry. Name that tune. Yeah, I gotta post that up on Facebook. I do that every 6 months. I put up a Chicago tune. Switches at 3 o'clock. I guess is it Florida? Yeah, Florida. I don't know what it is now, but closing time used to be 1 a.m. Right? No, used to be midnight was closing time. That's what it was. So you go to the bar New Year's Eve. You know, you get drunk with your friends and raise hell and try to pick up these chicks with frigged up teeth. Huh? What trailer park do you live in? Want to see my car? It's really cool. Yeah. Hi, I'm Ken. I have a job. You're cute. That sort of thing. Yeah. Welcome to Bumpkin Land. Anyway, 12 o'clock. Happy New Year! Bar's closed. What? The hell is this? Pour the champagne? No, they're coming collecting your cups. What the hell is this? I don't know if they change it or not, but they may as well change it. Dude, all they do is you go out to the parking lot and just keep on drinking anyway. What are you stopping? Crime? Daylight saving is such bullshit. Here's my date. Let me get some equipment out. And we'll use this. Let me shrink that so we can see it in the camera. There, right? Let me get that straight. Boy, this is harder than it looks. Okay, get this out of here. Let me get this ready. Okay. This is how daylight savings time works. Somebody thinks this is the best idea for the whole country. This is how politicians think. It's not the Democrats versus the Republicans, because really, both parties are made up of politicians. There's the flaw. What are you going to do? Because no matter who you elect, well, now they're a politician. Okay, 64 looks real good. Does that look real good to you? All right. Not much response on these. Check the bottom of that L. That L is so tricky because it's in that curve. It's in that little curl. Nothing. Yep. Let's just all change our clocks back an hour. That way what? What do you get out of it? It gets dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, for Christ's sakes. You know, in Maine, it'll be dark at 3:30 in the afternoon. The sun won't come up till 8:30 in the morning anyway, so you know, it's not a whole lot of daylight there for 6 months a year. Okay, it's the main thing. Something to do with the tilt of the Earth. And really, changing the clock back an hour or forward an hour isn't going to impact the tilt of the Earth all that much. Arizona has sensical guys. I think they just changed time zones. Okay, change your time zone an hour. Now we're Central Time. Huh? Same thing. You know, if everybody else puts on a red shirt and you don't, you're still a misfit. Alrighty. Well, there was half the country for half the year and the other half of the country for the other half of the year. It's their way. Dark here 5:15. It'll be dark about 6 or something. I don't know. I don't go out much anymore. It's getting cool. Look, I put on a sweatshirt. And I want to look at that FG. Yeah. Well, they look okay. Oh, look, I'm going to take a break and go get some coffee. Because you didn't get up and get me no coffee, that's why. You got you some coffee. You don't care about me, my needs, my feelings. She doesn't care about me, my needs, my feelings. Damn water wanted to freeze here tonight. Leave your water running when it gets cold, man, and save your pipes. All right, this looks real good. Boy, that's a good looking one. Let's have a look over here real quick. That's pretty. What's that? I don't know what that is. That's pretty frosty. That looks real good. Find this mouse here. I know, right? See a penny, pick it up. What was that? I don't know. Okay. And what I'm doing, I'm looking at the very points. I'm looking at the serifs, the points, the corners of these letters. Because that's where you're going to see it, if it's there at all. That's a strange looking mark. What is that? Oh! 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 Everything's under control. I don't know what that is. It's not moving. Alrighty, that's good enough. Nice catch. You can't let that stuff fly around. Wipe your lens. Lens is good. I sneeze that way. All right, I'm going to get some coffee real quick. I'll be back in a flash. There. Take 5, everyone. Here, you can look at the pretty pennies over here. No. There. Oh, here, look at the nickel, too. Look up. I got coffee on my glove. Damn it, Beavis. Everybody I didn't say hi to yet. Hi, everybody. See a penny. Are y'all looking at? We're looking at some proofs. There we go. Move that around. We have another glove. What do you got through a dozen of these so far? Is anybody else live streaming right now? Have you checked any weights? No, I don't usually check weights. Where the hell's that scale? It's here, I swear it. I just used it. All right. I'll put it right here. There it is. Yeah, that works great. 3.07. There it is. Kind of, well, you know, it's an LED that polarizes real quick. It's fairly normal. It looks all right. Let's see. We'll poke around, see what we can see. Yeah, never buy a coin when you look at it under a high-powered magnifier. You'll end up never buying any coins. The top of that end, look, it looks okay. All right. Yeah, so Coin Dragon got this halftime, and you're looking at it thinking, no, dude, that's freaking sharp. I could probably, if you wait 1 minute here, and I could probably load it up. Let's see. Here's the screen. Come over here to a new tab. I'm going to load a page, so we might kill the stream. Wait for it. I start with Google, because, you know, I'm a product of the 60s. Okay, my site, right there. While I'm doing it, I'm going to smoke. Because it pleases me to do so, that's why. Okay, this is a standard database. Me and Frank and some other folks are working on this. And it's going to be forever, really. It's not quite ready for prime time. I put the link up a few times. Okay, halftime varieties. This page was added today because Frank put this coin in today. 1853 halftime. Now you got, let's see, the no arrows, the arrows, then the O, no arrows, and with arrows. That's right order. Should be no arrows, then arrows. Yeah, that's right order. And he put in this thing. And this is SDDR. S is standard. DDR is double die reverse, number 1. And it's a double die reverse. You have reverse letters, especially half dime, is the PUP, pickup point. And he's got a picture of the front and the back. The full SAN is US 5C, and this might need to change when there's overlap between the half dimes and the shield, the V nickels. So I got to give that some attention. 1853 arrows, SDDR 001. That's the whole thing. And here's the picture. Are you streaming okay over there? That's not it. Yeah, we're still orange. Good. And it's big, so it'll take a little time to load. And you're looking at the serifs on this. The whole thing is northeast, southwest. But here in the serifs, that's where it really shows up. Can I open that in a new tab? And maybe get a bigger image. Wait for this. Wow, that didn't work. There it is. And there, full size. Right down here on the little edges, you got notches. That is a double die, baby. No question about it. On the M. on the eye, top and bottom. See, it's northeast, southwest. All this doubling. I'd expect to see some on some of the leaf points because it's pretty good shape. It's probably VF coin. See on the N down here, on the T. Yeah, and it's not listed by, we checked Breen, Copper Coins, Variety Vista, Wexler. We checked all those. Did not check a couple of other sites, which we're working on. We just have to find them. But Frank found that one. What'd you get that for? 14 bucks or some damn thing? Yeah, it was a good price. Okay, we're back here. Did we see any of that, by the way? I think we might have seen that. Stream is great. Hello, my friend. Hey, Lopez, how are you? We were just looking at this, as long as you're here. We were just looking at this halftime Frank found. It's a double die, 1853 arrows. And it's pretty sharp and clear here. Yeah, once you get down below, fine, you start losing a lot of the detail, and they get very difficult to identify. Oh, and it's also got some good clashes. If you can see here at the F, right, going through the curve to the E, right, and a little bit up here, and another section over there. Some stuff down here, which would be the bottom of that rock she's on. The date would be in here on the other side. Anything on the other side for clashes? How do we find that? How do we get back? Oh, that's how. Okay, 1853 halftime. I'm gonna look at the front of that now, see if we got some clashes. Yeah, there you got some clashes over here on the right. Looks like part of the leaf. The ribbon would be up here under her head. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of dark on this side, but not too bad. The rim is sound. You get into these older coins with higher grades, you start looking at the rim. You start looking at big blemishes, and that's going to start taking the price down. But some of those so darn rare anyway. Doesn't hurt the price sometimes. U and United too. The leaves are pretty worn. Let's go back and look at the U and United. Where's the U and United? That'd be on the back. U United. There you go. Right over here on the right side. Serif. Same as on the N. Yeah. This is probably BF25 thereabouts. Yeah, you got some good doubling in there. Oh, I didn't look at that date. I meant to look down here. Okay, yeah. Check down in here for a repunch date. All right, now we looked this up, and there are 78 different dies used on the obverse on 1853, and 80 different dies used on the reverse. But how many surviving specimens you got on that? Let me load another spreadsheet real quick. Ant put this together. Inventory and checklist. 1853 arrows, you might have 4,000 surviving specimens. And that'd be like the big one, That's the populous one. I'm still orange. Life is good. He obviously found it metal detecting. Just a bit of doo-doo. Don't worry about the doo-doo. Get the coin. What'd you pay for that, Frank? Nothing. 25 bucks, 30 bucks, you can get these things. 40 bucks, yeah, you can get these things in pretty decent shape. And pretty goddamn rare. That's a seated, oh, that's half cents. Let's find the half dimes. That's a seated Liberty half dime. Here it is. 1853. With arrows. 4,000 surviving specimens on that. They made 13 million of the darn things. Okay, that's probably why you got so many survivors, but that's not, 1% would be 132,000. A tenth of a percent be 13,000. That's not many. 67,000 surviving half dimes in this world. That's not many, baby. You want to get a set of these, you are fighting a lot of people for a few of these coins. There you go, 3,000, 2,500, 1,000. There's some, there's one of these. 175. Check out 1864S half dimes. 175 bucks. You can probably get them for 50 bucks. It's not so much that they're rare. There aren't that many people who collect the darn things. Well, I'd like to be the guy that collects the darn things and pick up some of them low mintage, them low survivors. Here's 1,000, 1850. We've given those away before. All right. Some of these are 100, 400, 600, 750. 750 is a lot. Seriously, this is the entire series is falling into history, and it's up to us to save it. Some of these, yeah, they'll be around for a few years, 3,500 specimens, 3,000 specimens, but you know, in a decade, you're going to lose 1% of the surviving specimens. You know, people die, their grandchildren spend it, and it ends up, you know, melted down or stuck in a drawer, or lost, or they don't know what to do with it. And some of these are so darn rare. Yeah, you get into, you know, 100 or less on some of those things. Okay, let me find my way back. There's home. Okay. Talk about a body of work. Oh, Jesus, there's a lot of work out there. We get that database populated. It'll be pretty handy because it's not just. Let me go back. Let me show you this here. We on screen? Pennies is what's this? That's not it. Oh, a lot of these aren't really well developed. I've worked a lot on the pennies. Some other people have pitched in. Jody Gomez, Chris Rhodes, Amber, of course. Let's see. 10. This one's good. I always go to 1910 because it's pretty solid. Can we see any of this? Yeah, good. How much of this? Don't worry about the part on the left. All right. So I started with tables, but I took the tables out. I stopped putting them in. Here you go. Where I have a double die, for example, the 1910S. Okay, not a double die, an RPM. I call it SRPM. S is for standard database, and it's a repunch mint mark. Number 1. Now I match it up first with Konicka's numbers. If Konica doesn't have it, I go to Wexler, because Wexler does a lot more than just copper coins. And then I match copper coins after that. And Cherry Picker's Guide, dude, their nomenclatures is freaking French. Dude, what is FF? Okay. Well, we got a match. We'll put them in after that. But it's a match for Konica number 1. And look, I've got a link here to Konica number 1. So if I don't have a picture of their of this RPM, geez, I can go to Konica, I can go to Copper Coins, I can go to Wexler, and I've got the links there, right? You got 1910S RPM number 2. Again, we have the links. But oh, there it is. And just having the links, you know, everything's cross-referenced, and just having links makes this pretty darn handy. I mean, you could put a reference in for Breen, but it's not online. That's a book, so you'd have to have that. But RPM number 3, I got no image, but I got all the links, so you can go there and pull up the image, right? But one key problem that a lot of these other sites, like Wexler, like Copper Coins, like Konica, they don't often delve into these other things like CUDs, cracks, chips. Well, a lot of these would be more valuable or sought after if they were freaking recorded. So here we go. You'll see this one. You can go through eBay and look at 1910S's, and you'll find this every now and then. Right? It's just a die chip in the bottom of the S, and you can find that. That's an attributable variety. So, you know, that's what we're doing too. So we got all kinds of different codes for all this shit. Have I got it up here? Let me load another page. Oh, let's see. Yeah, this is a database. And this gets tricky here. Let me move this up just a little bit, because I'm not sharing that link. I hope. And I'll probably, this will kill the stream. Yeah, this is the background work. This is behind the scenes. Okay. Come on. Come on. There you go. So you get your standard attribution nomenclature. I've talked about this before. What can we see here? What can we see? There it is. It's just a big spreadsheet. All right. Okay, so you got to have the whole thing spelled out, and this is the directions for how to come up with the standard attribution nomenclature. You know, the little numbers that you see right in here. Where the hell is it? US 1C 1910S SCHP 001. Okay, and there's more, really. There can be more. Okay, you got to have the nation, plus the denomination, plus the series, plus the date of mint mark, and then a section for disambiguation. Then you got variety types, then you got die stage. You want a listing number. How about a unique identification number? Well, some of these are in parentheses because you don't quite need them yet. But there's some more disambiguation I got to do, like the, half dime needs to be in here. Right now I got 5C for 5 cents, which is nickels and half dimes, but I got some overlap between, is an 1868 shield nickel or is an 1868 half dime? Okay, so I'll have to, series is in there too, right beside denomination, so it would be 5C seeded. Well, there's no seeded nickel. Okay, that'll help you out. Okay, then you get the series, right? Sometimes you got some overlap. It's a 1 cent. That's great. I can have a, US 1 cent 1909. Well, is it a freaking Indian or is it a freaking Lincoln? You got to have some disambiguation for that section. All right. Well, you got some of them you don't have any overlap, like the Lincoln Memorials. This is a superfluous entry in that case. But, is it a 1913 Buffalo or a 1913 Liberty nickel? Well, it'd be nice to be a 1913 Liberty nickel. Okay, so that's that in there. Then you get your quarters, right? You got to get separate listings for all those goddamn things. You got 50 state, you got 50 ATBs. They got the dollar coming out with, 57 presidents. And now you're going to have these inventors and stuff. This guy invented the spring douche. Yeah, put him on a coin. Explain that to the kids. Okay, disambiguation. You got large date, small date, proof, brilliant proof, matte proof, reverse proof, satin proof. No fool. In 1936, you got a brilliant proof and a satin proof. Okay, you get your frosted matte finish, your satin finish, enhanced finish. Is it copper? Is it silver? Is it zinc? What's it going to be? You get special mint sets. You got your business strikes uncirculated. Is it magnetic? Well, we don't need it for U.S. coins because it's only the steel cent is magnetic. But you get in Canadian coins, you're going to need magnetic. All right, then you get your XX, so you get a state design. And I got a neat one in here. It's where the hell is it? Oh, you got no date or dateless because you might have that. Bar cent, they have no dates on them. All right. Okay, die stage, A through E, then you get early, middle, late. So here's a lot of ambiguity right here, because Konica will use, stage A, stage B, stage C. Copper coins, he uses, he's got early, middle, late die stage. All, as one die. Oh, what, Chuck? Ease up on the bourbon, huh? Okay, you got your variety types. Here it comes good. DDO, you got it. Of course, you got to put an S in front of everything. DDR. How about DED? Doubled edge devices. Yeah, it's not a double die. You got doubled edge devices out there, babies. You got to get a hold of these things. DVO. Now, you got DDO, so you should have a DVO. Some people call it ODV. There's no standardization of the way you do this. So DVO would be design variety obverse or reverse. You get a repunch mint mark, overpunch mint mark, inverted mint mark, dual mint mark, missing mint mark, or just plain mint mark variety. We don't know what it is, it's just a variety. Okay, CLO, CLR, clash die obverse and reverse. You could do both, but really that'd be two different varieties because it'd be two different dies, so you'd have to list it twice. SCHP, a die chip. CRK, a crack, a die break. Well, a crack and a break are kind of similar. Is it a break or is it a chip? Well, we'll figure out. There's some gray area that needs to be tightened up. Dye subsidence. You got your CUDs, obverse and reverse. You got your retained CUDs, obverse and reverse. Those pesky little hard to find lathe lines, obverse and reverse. Nothing on the reverse yet, but by God, we're going to put it in. You got your misplaced date, over date. RPD, there it is, missed it, repunch date. You got your doubled master hubs, master hub reverse, double working hub obverse and reverse, a double master die. And I should have another one in there for double master die, obverse and reverse. Good Lord, there's no end to it. Trail dies, they're kind of neat. SDP, right? Die pair. You got 4 die pairs used on the 1909 SVDB. So you got there's a 1909S Indian, but no VDB. Okay, good, we're there. And then you get UXA, unexplained or unidentified anomaly. And the day after I put that in, I look and Wexler's got WUFO. Oh, for Christ's sakes. And then you got your 50 states, your 50 national parks, and they just go on and on. So I got 2 letters for a state, 3 letters for a national park, and I got to work it so there's, I don't have the same letters between a state and a national park, and yeah, you're going to have that trouble on some of these. Mount Hood, there's one up here early. DE, Denali? No, DE is Delaware, so I got to make sure that works out well. El Yunque in Ellis Island, is it EL what? Make it work, man. There's got to be a way. Some of these are kind of frigged up. What the hell is it? Not some Marianas. Is that it? MP is actually the federal code for Northern Marianas Islands. Okay, we'll leave that right in there. Yeah, that's what we're working on. Because if you want to get nuts, if you want to go full nerd, we can help you there, man. Oh boy, look at the chats. See, once I come back to the chat, it's got to scroll up. Coin collecting lives matter. GMB, gray matter bleed. Cleans, CLR cleans lime. That's right. Roto Rooter, that's the name. CRS, I can't remember. Yeah, that's in there. We don't know what it is, but it's a really nice one. Do proofs weigh the same as business strikes? Yes, they should. But there's exceptions, aren't there? Yeah, of course there's exceptions. Business strikes in 2009 weigh 2.5. Proof strikes and satin strikes in 2009 weigh 3.11. That's because they're 95% copper those years. Okay, that's 000. This is a proof, and it's 64, and it says 3.07. Okay, that's within the range of tolerances. Yes, they should weigh the same as the business strikes, but there are exceptions. That's what I can say on that. Yeah. And then you get to 1943s, right? And they're, well, what time of year was it made? Because later in the year, they were heavier than earlier in the year. But there are no proof strikes that year anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. The stuff you got to know. You got to know the stuff if you're going to be a professor. You know? What is it laden weight of a swallow carrying a coconut? Huh? What do you mean? European or African swallow? Boing! Some of you will get that. Thanks, Ken and Lincoln. CJ says, which axiom is that? There are always exceptions to the rule. Well, you can't have that because if there were exceptions, that's an absolute. There are no absolutes. Oh, it's like if you catalog all the catalogs, do you include the catalogs in the catalog or not? The great mysteries of life. What was I doing? I gotta find my place again. I got sidetracked there for like an hour. Yeah. It's not ADD. I just got a lot on my mind. I'm just thinking about everything. Yeah, there are exceptions to every rule. you would think. One day you'll find a rule that has no exception. And then you say, no, that first rule, we have to throw it out. There are usually exceptions to most rules. Well, let's just make everything ambiguous. Nobody has any idea. That's the big rule. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. Rule number 17 is WTF. Just plain what the frank. We don't know. We ain't going to find out. Stop asking questions you don't know the answers to, will you? Leave me alone. Go away. Go back to your book. Yeah. This look pretty normal to you? Yeah. Let's look at the other side. A 1 ounce bird cannot carry a 5-pound coconut. No, they do it in pairs. It's like 2 men walking abreast. Yeah, let me show you that. Where the hell's this? Let's see. Come on. This shouldn't take long because it's on the computer. Ah, there it is. Let me edit that. Let's see if we can do this one. Where am I? I'm going to go here. Go to screen. There, 2 men walking abreast. Get it? All right. Keep looking over here. Yeah, I got a whole collection of that stuff. Yep, when I die, the FBI, they're going to swarm in and just put tape all across my computer. Just do not enter, ever. They'll put it in a box in a warehouse, and this computer will be sitting on top of the Ark of the Covenant for the next 2,000 years. All right, did we look at the back of this already? We're going to look at it again. I don't know. Sometimes I look at the same coin 6 times, just flipping it back and forth. I just get excited. Yeah. All right. Let me find my way to chat again. That's not it. Okay. 2 guys walking. Yep. There's the chat. There's me. None shall pass. I saw this movie way back in the day with nuns in it. We can't talk about it in mixed company, though. Some Black Knight stuff. It's only a flesh wound. Come on. I'll chew your eyes out. Your arm's up. No, it isn't. Look. Just a flesh wound. Get back here. Cowards. What's that? I think that looks like debris. I lost my stick. Is that some crud on there, or is that a stain? Oh, God, is that a bug? Ah! No, I think that's a piece of plastic. It's gone. Whatever it was, it's gone. I can still bite you. What are you going to do? Bleed on me? We're looking for the Holy Grail. Have you seen one? Yes, we have one. It is very nice. May we come in? No, get away with you. Your father reeks of elderberries. Seriously, smoke some dope, watch the movie, everything will be fine. Okay, we'll call it a draw. Big, so that's the way it shows. You got these big nasty teeth. He's a killer. God. Run away, run away. What that? It's just a rabbit. Oh, he's a vicious mugging cur. Get the holy hand grenade. I'm dying right now here. And that's one of the best movies of all time. You don't watch it before 3 o'clock in the morning or after 6 in the morning. And it really helps if you're just stoned to the bejesus when you do. What's it gonna do? Nibble me bum. Ooh, what have we got here? What we got here? One of these really, if you can just find one double die in a roll, it pays the whole damn roll. Or at least gives you a real good discount on it. That one doesn't want to come off. Alright. I hate lint. Where are you? There you go. Just touch it and pick it up. Don't brush. You know, you don't have to look at every single thing. Just get a good sampling, and you'll probably catch, you know, most of these double dies or whatever it is you're looking for. Nothing there. Help, help, I'm being oppressed. You can't expect to wield the supreme executive power just because some watery Todd threw swords at you. I am your king. You're not my king! We got some good dirt down here. What kind of magnifier are you using? What, the camera or the loop? I got the loops. Do I have a picture of a loop here? I need one. I got a 10x loop. It's the king of tools. They're $3. I got them. How many you want? And over here, I did a video on the camera. It's just a generic 1000x USB scope. All right, no brand, no name. That's not Casio. It's not Gentex. It's not whatever the hell this piece of crap over here is. What is that? I forget. It's a Logitech. Just a generic 10x. What sets it apart more than anything else? First off, it's 2 megapixels. All right, so you got, you know, good resolution, and you have a vertical stand. Dude, the vertical stand is worth all the money. That's what we're looking at right here. Let me pull this cord a little. Okay, see, I can turn it up and down. I can crank it here slow. I can just grab it and squeeze. It'll jump right up. But it holds the camera perpendicular to the coin. Now, I'll turn the coin a little bit. I just angle it just a little bit. You can see how much it moves. And that helps change the light. Now, the thing's got its own light source, 8 LEDs. Whoa! On it. What the hell was this, 25 bucks? Something like that. I think it was, no, this is 15 bucks. My other one, I think, may have crapped out. Really don't know. I sent it to CJ. Then I find, actually, this one comes in. I had a setting that somehow got screwed up. Okay. Well, didn't matter. This one's clean. And Lincoln got this one for me, God love him. This is the Lincoln Cam is what we call this one. Yeah, they're pretty handy. Sweet. Where'd you get it? A place called Amazon.com. Yeah, if you go through my videos, I don't know, what, 3 months ago perhaps, you'll find a link. But I think, well, I showed a bunch of people, and dude, they sold out like in a day. Well, what the hell? But you can get clones. It's just a clone. You got 50 factories in China that make these things, I guess. You know, the chipsets are pretty easy. Plastic parts are, you know, they're simple enough for, you know, backyard industry. They mail them in or send them in, get paid their 15 cents for a day's work. So they're all happy. And they ship them out. I think I got rid of the box. It was on the desk for the longest time. It does okay. You know, I tweak it a little bit. There's a little plastic end that goes on it that helps to scatter the light. But I take that off so I get a 1/4 inch closer. And I get a little extra power. Lets me see a little more. So, you know, it works. Big and Bama's got the same one. You can get them USB or wireless now. Oh, that'd be handy. All the stuff I got on my desk, I need wireless. We looked at that side already. Even the wired ones can become wireless. Yeah, they're handy. It's 25 bucks. You know, how much do you want to spend on the hobby? Sooner or later, your eyeballs are going to give out, and then it's that or nothing. Well, this works for me. More anything else, I can show people what I'm doing while I'm doing it. And a lot of all I do is just repetition. Same damn thing with, you know, another sack of pennies. Yeah. And here I'm just, you know, kind of sampling it. I'm looking at, you know, point A, point D, point L. I'm looking at the outside of the letters, top and bottom, focusing at the points. Over here in EPU, I'm looking across the top. I'm looking on the inside of the loops. Because if, you know, a lot of times they come to a cusp, a point instead of a curve. And I'm looking over here at the bottom of the memorial and the funniness of FG. If it's really funny, then I want to look at it. On the front, I'm looking at the L, as well as the I and the B, but the L is where I put most of my attention. If I did, you know, if it's on the I and B, I'm going to see it real quick. The L, I'm looking for really, really fine extra metal above and below. On the date, I'm looking for some notches in the 4. I'm looking for separation lines on the diagonal on the inside curve of the 6. And I don't know what the hell I'm looking for up here. So I'm just looking. Does it look right? Does it look out of place? Is it different? Good enough. LCC, this CFA. Yeah. Mrs. CFA found an Indian head and ain't slept since. Another day, another sack of pennies. Did you see the sack of Canadian pennies I got back here? No. Where the hell did it go? It's under the breeze. Get that book if you can. You'll love it. It's this big. It's got everything in it. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, Jesus, come on. Oh. Try it again. There. There's my hand. That's a sack of Canadian pennies. All Canadians. You get young heads, old heads, middle-aged heads. There's some dudes in there. Some nice shiners. What's this one? What is that one? That's a brand new old lady penny. We went through some. What you got here? Here's a 1982. There's a young head. Oops, gone. 1962. There it is. Okay, yeah, there's some shiners. A little bit of everything in here. We'll keep looking. It'll take forever. There's another sack of wheats over here I gotta get through. Yeah. Man, today it's a roll of proof pennies. Yeah, I have plenty of these to spare if you want to help me. It's $25 for 1,000, $7.50 for shipping. We'll set you right up. 185 man cannot carry a 300 bag of cents. No. Get a truck. Look, I've got to use the reading room. Where can you get the sack of pennies? I got the whole sack from Cheapskate. Oop. There we go. Time for a break. I'll be back in a flash. Here, you look at this stuff. All right. Jesus, woman, we're out of coffee. You didn't make a pot of coffee? What ails you? Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, but if you want some Canadians, I got, you know, a bunch. I do 1,000, $25, $7.50 shipping. I'll make about $2 on that. Oh, right. Get that out of the way. What's next? No, well, there. At 10 cents a piece, you screw up one coin, it would have paid for, you know, a new glove. I knew that. I didn't copy for a change. Where are we? Tricky Nikki's joined us. How are you, Tricky? Are you being tricky? Whoa! Oh, damn it. I gotta stop doing that. Yeah. Throw those out. I drop the flips on the floor, I just throw them out. I should probably sweep the floor and put down some tile. Bye, Tricky Nikki. Been good seeing you. Thanks for coming by. Alrighty. This is why I send Lincoln good stuff. Did you get those Canadians yet? Or are they still in the desk? Yeah. He had, what, Cheesecake had sent some Canadians, and I went through. Yeah. Nope, that's a different bag. Picked some out. I said, yeah, send me some more. Of course, I ain't found one yet, or maybe just one. Here we go. Oop, stop. Stop sliding all over the place. There. There it is. So I got these. I said, yeah, okay, I'll get some more. I picked some out, sent them to Lincoln. I kept the best ones for myself, of course. There you go. And you get these in those Canadian sacks, too. It was a 1920. We did get one 1920 out of the sack so far. I've gone through maybe 4 or 5 rolls. And that's George 5, I think. There he is. Yeah, and they're good for, you know, $1. Some are a little more. If you get the mid-20s, there's good money on those. If I find out who hit that dislike, it's the same as a like. It counts the same. Dude, let them hit the like. They want to come in and hit the dislike, it's okay with me, because I get views. The more they dislike my shows, the more money I make. Okay. We had a troll try to, you know, spread hate and rage. And so I said, well, what can we do if we work together rather than dwell on hate and rage? And what do you know, the Coin Weekend Seminar was born from that. And dude, where's that? Oh yeah, watch this. This time around, we're giving away, where the hell is it? I don't know where it is. Oh. Is it here? No. The CJ stuff. Well, it's a really nice coin. It's somewhere here. Oh, here it is. Last time we gave away a gold $5. This time we're giving away a perfect MF70 Lewis and Clark silver dollar. Huh? And something else I know you're going to like. I haven't shown anybody that yet, though. Ta-da! That's perfect. A perfect silver dollar. How many perfect silver dollars are out there? Have you got one? Probably not. That's what the trolls gave us, is the seminar weekend. And it's working. Jesus, they try to shut us down. They only make us stronger. And you can take that to the bank, baby. Dude, really, you got nothing better to do on a Saturday night than to just, what? Go take your right to Facebook where it belongs. Seriously, you can say something about Democrats or Republicans or anybody, really. That's where that belongs. Okay, we got one here. Let's get back to what we were doing. Now, this community is troll-proof. They might get in and cause a little bit of disruption on occasion, but the more they try to screw us up, the stronger we become, and we've proven that. Let's see. I don't see nothing here. I'll be in this seminar. You're darn right. I got you down. Do I have that seminar list up here? Let's have a look at the screen here. Oh, let's see. I updated it earlier. What's this? And it's on the blog as well, which is not here. Okay, Friday, we got Ricer and Cheapskate, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. Now you got to realize 11 o'clock on Friday night is 7 o'clock in California. You can seriously run this till 2, 3 in the morning and still have plenty of exposure. Come on, it's Friday night. We're up and it's 1 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast now. You could easily fit more shows on Friday night. Saturday, okay, we learned last time it's okay to sleep in. But from noon forward, yeah, people are getting up on the West Coast. So there's still plenty of time in the daytime. And look, there's still plenty of time after midnight. You get the whole darn night to go. We got me. I'm going to talk about how varieties and errors happen. You know, Play-Doh show. We got Learn a Chatbot with Mantic. Brian Wilkinson is going to talk about 1970 and 71 silver coins. Lemonhead's got a surprise for us, got a giveaway. Cheapskate talking about lesser known coins. Now Friday is part 2. Saturday is part 3. He started part 1 on the first coin seminar weekend. Okay, Black Steel is going to have mint mark placement. Amy Smith with Canadian large cents. Let's see, Joe Durbin with Lincoln Memorial, largest small dates. He started with the 1960s back in on the first seminar. And Robert Lawson's going to let us know what he's going to talk about. We've got oldies early in the morning on Sunday. Now, much earlier than this on Sunday morning. Yeah, okay, let him sleep in. All right, but yeah, 11 noon, everybody's up and about. And dude, it's coin day. It's not Sunday, it's coin day. So oldies talking about foreigns. You got Hoogie with peace dollars. CJ talking about, well, what's he talking about? Nobody quite knows yet. He'll let us know what he's talking about. And we got Lemonhead with part 2 of the surprise. The big show, 9 o'clock, still plenty of time Sunday nights. And then Monday, we're going to have the giveaway at, probably 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. Plenty. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 shows lined up right now. And a week to go. If you're going to do a show, if you want to do a show on the Coin Seminar weekend, send me an email. Send it right here. Send it right here. Let me know what time, what day, what you're talking about, and if you have a giveaway. We'll go from there. Oh, is that David? Hi, David. Yes, I'm serious. What do we got here? He's gone. I'm going to miss him. Somebody's really jealous. Dude, it is a badge of honor to have the trolls trolling your show. Seriously, they don't troll nobody. When I had a nobody channel, nobody trolled me. was like the Maytag repairman, for Christ's sakes. Oh, no. Different David. He knows who he is. As Oscar would say, scram! That's right. Okay, nothing on that one. Yeah, I'm getting into trouble, I'm sure of it. Yeah, let the trolls do their thing. We'll throw them out. And they'll gloat about how much disruption they cause and how glad and how proud, but they always give themselves away. They have to, because they take pride in the misery they're trying to cause, and they want people to know who it was so they can, revere in their awesomeness. And, oh, wow, I can't believe you pulled that off. Wait for it. Go back to the last coin reverse. Maybe this one. Northwest roof. It's in a flip at this point. I'm not saying anything on that one. There you go. This one's a possibility. Northwest, yeah, roof. I don't see anything on this one. I'm that good. The only one not in a flip. Well, I put them in flips when I'm done, so this one is the one that's not in a flip. This is the one that's on a card. Northwest roof. Mr. Flips a lot. Get the flips. Double pocket, reusable. Take the coin out, take a picture, put it in. Cardboard, you get staples. These have no staples. Go staple free. Yeah, these are real nice. There's a spot on that one. Those are polishing marks inside the bays. Between I and T. Oh, that'd probably be a die crack. Good spot for that. I see you. Touch a sour line. Tristan's here. Hi, Tristan. Thank you for getting me more money. Tristan, I don't see anything there. Yeah. All right. It is 2 o'clock in the morning, and we are drawing the trolls. We have Lincoln here. He has the ability, the knowledge, the power. Seriously, the guy moderates 50 channels. This is why we send him good stuff. He moderates people's channels, and he's well aware of who the trolls are on this channel and that channel and the other channel. And the trolls go from one channel to the next and get booted by the same damn cop. Really? Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. All right. Well, no matter. If you give the trolls attention, that's what feeds them. They thrive on it, but they'll expose themselves one day. We know this. This is a pattern that's been going back for 20 years. Trolls are nothing new to the internet. Take pride in knowing that you're big enough to attract them. Yep. Lincoln's good. Okay, and check out the partial cameos on this. I'll get something right in there. I want to see if that moves. Well, that's different. It doesn't move. All right, let's look at it. Looks like a piece of plastic. I bet it will move. If I hit it with a big enough hammer, it'll move. No, it might be a contact mark. All right, let's call it that. But real frosty, these. I'm pretty psyched with them. And I'm looking above the L, below the L, I and B. Over here, we're looking at the date. We're looking at the point of the 4, the slope. We're looking for separation lines. in and around the 6, which also begs more attention too. Now, on the back, we're looking for double dyed reverses, and we're looking at the tops and bottoms of the letters all the way around. Right? And I'm looking at just the corners of the edges. Anything big is going to jump right out, but it's the fine ones where it's just a split. That's what we're looking for. Oh, and check E pluribus unum on the top. There you go. Check your corners. FG. That's about it. And we're seeing what kind of shape these are in. There's a fine line right there. You probably see that right in there. Yep. And we're putting them away. I think Lucy's a doll. Who's Lucy? So you didn't like finding that Indian head scent at all. Oh, Mrs. CFA's here. Get some sleep or get more penny rolls. One or the other. Both, either would be good for you. So when you block or delete from chat, it doesn't block the IP. No, it blocks that user in this chat. I've got, what? How many Rashida Millers we got so far? 6 or 7? A bunch. But that's it. But the names are added to a database, and they disappear as soon as they appear somewhere else. Yeah. And somebody's spending their time typing up a new profile. Yeah. And what do they get out of it? I don't know, but I make money. 2 a.m. coffee. You're darn right. Man, if there's no coffee, a lousy cup of coffee is better than no coffee. But man, I get decent coffee. Yeah, I just made another pot. Help yourself. Don't drink it all. Why don't you go to bed? Yeah. Get your ugly sleep. That looks good. Not my pup. Check these things out. They're almost cameo. I mean, they're pretty sharp. They're real frosty. They're close. Is it cameo? I don't think so. They're not quite frosty enough, but they're pretty solid. Yeah. These are $1 a piece. How many would you like? If you have an order, let me know. I'll probably have them around for a while. Slider cams. We got them. I think we've gone through half the roll. We haven't found a frosty one yet. Found a couple that had a few small spots. That's all right. I'll take a look before they go out. The ones that have the spots, I'll just kind of throw those in, some packages. Here you go. Here's something new for you. We got that, the chain mail. Josh Wright got to me. He says, who do I send it to next? I said, it's up to you, man. Find somebody. So it's in. He'll probably do a video and send it out. But the whole idea with the chain mail, I got some coins around here. They're probably low value. Right? A buffalo nickel, a mercury dime, some wheat, some Canadians. Well, we just put together a package is what we did. A pound is what it came out to be. And send them off. Who wants it? Oh, I do. Okay, good. Here's what you got to do. You have to guarantee that you're going to pick some out, keep the ones that you've got to have for you. Put some more back in because I know you have extras. And send it off to the next person. Yeah, he said he swore he would, so good. And it costs about $5 for shipping a pound. So that's a commitment. And hopefully you find something in there that'll improve your collection, help fill some holes. And when it goes on to the next person, maybe it'll help them fill some holes in their collection. Well, good. You got a buffalo nickel, don't take that one out. Or take it out and put another one in. You got a mercury dime? Okay. Which one do you like better? Because I can guarantee you somebody's going to get that package and they don't have a mercury dime. Boy, that one is really frosty. All right, let's look at this. going to put a block on some of the light sources here. There you go. I'd like to see it black and white. And I don't think it's quite black and white enough. Well, geez, that's a pretty good sell. Cameo? Yes or no? Jesus. Now the thing is with Cameo, it's going to be Cameo on both sides. Oh man, that's nowhere near as Cameo as it should be. The sides of the bottom of the memorial, no, that doesn't have it. No, that's too brilliant. Boy, it's nice. It's real close. Camasito, what's your favorite little rascal? Spanky. There you go. He was the lead, the little fat kid, the little round boy. Spanky, he ran the show. That was his gang. Buttweed sings. That's it. That's who Melvin Goggins sings like. He sings like Buttweed. Made them grapes, how sweet the was. What? That's why they come out running out of that church. Yeah, Buttweed. Haven't heard that one before. Porky. He was in the early shows. He only made a few showings in those things. He got written out of the script. I think he had a heart attack. You know, kids back in 1920. It was common back then. When were those shows made? The 30s? 20s? It was a while ago. Yeah, see how shiny that side is? That's not as frosty as I'd like to see him. But boy, it's pretty good. For what's 64? 54 years, 56 years, something like that. Since either I or Ken Peavy got it, info-wise. And if we don't got it, we'll just make it up. There you go. All right, 4 looks good. That looks good. Now, when you go through a roll, right, a lot of times these coins, they've been traveling together since they left the mint. Right, even 50 years old. Because these rolls tend to stand in shelves for long times. Especially when they're in pretty good shape like this. You can tell it, they have not a lot of miles on this. So, if one die made a bunch of coins and they shipped and traveled together, went to the same sets and got pulled out of the same sets, ended up in the same roll. A lot of times when you find one die variety, you'll find several examples. I got a roll of 57s. 17 of them were RPM number 1. That's my best one. The roll of 61 somethings, I think it was 61. I got 3 RPM number 4s or something out of there. They're good for a few bucks. Bottom of the T, bottom of the R. I don't see a split on the R. I have a bit of a line I want to look at. No, I think I'm just seeing the reflection of the side of the, that edge of the T. There we go. So that's a great reason to pick through these, date rolls. Because when you score, you sometimes score real good. You get the roll for 12 bucks, and you got a third of them. They're good for 150 bucks. Yeah, that's a nice win. Of course, moving all those coins is a trick. That can take a while. It's a repunched double offset Schmiedlorfen. That's right. The Schmiedlorfen varieties, that goes back to the way the dies were produced in the mid-60s. The assistant mint director, Vincent Schmiedlorfen, that was his name. Can't make this stuff up, I tell you. Yeah, he issued an edict such that these guys had to use, a limited amount of pressure when they made the dies, but they didn't get in a big enough strike. That's gone. So he ended up getting a lot of repunched because they had to do it over. Yeah. And that was a Schmiedlorfen dies. A lot of people don't know about that one. It's kind of a minor variety. But they're out there. What's going on with that T? What do you got there? Huh. That is crud in the armpit of that T. That's what that is. Not raised metal. It's just crud. Okay, keep moving. There are three kinds of people here. Those who can count and those who cannot count. Huh. You're so right. I forgot more than I never knew. Man, when I was young, I'd learn something new every day. Now I'm older, I forget something new every day. Have you seen my pants? Where did I put my pants? Oh my gosh. What am I going to do? Geez, do I have a lot to do tomorrow, or did I just forget what I had to do? Am I all caught up, or what? How do you tell? Have I finished everything I meant to do, or have I just forgotten what else I needed to do? I learn something new every day, and then I forget it the next. That's the best way to do it. I mean, why burden yourself with trivial things like go see the doctor, go see the lawyer, go see the CPA, go see the nurse. So go to the doctor, right? Said, doctor, I'm having trouble with my, I says, okay, don't worry about a thing. Just turn your head and cough. Let me put this up. Oh, Jesus. I got the hell out of there quick. So forget it, doc. Well, the trouble persisted. So I found another doc. I said to my brother, I need a doc for my, He says, oh, go see this chick. She's a doctor. She's cute. You'll like her. All right. I go away and explain my situation. He says, yeah, I'm going to have to do an exploratory. Come here. It's $50. I gave her $50 and she shoves her fist all the way up my ass. Cute little thing. I go every week now. Here you go. Yep. You hear the Pavlov's dogs? I hear this noise. I start drooling. Oh, ooh, here comes. My doctor used to be in the NBA. Huge hands. Sorry to hear it, man. And the doctor says, just be calm, be casual. Tell me, how's the weather? Oh, well, it was awful. Sunny! Today. You got no problem turning your head and coughing. Dude, you're lucky if you keep your lungs in your throat. Oh! Oh! Damn it, you got your whole fist in there or what? He's up to here. Pull back a little, huh? Use more of that juice stuff there, Doc. God, don't ever grow old. What the hell is that? If you do, you get yourself a cute proctologist with little hands. Earbuds. Oh, sorry. I tend to get carried away sometimes. Damn it, man. Okay, what's it? Here's a frosty one. Boy, that one's... Look how frosty that one is. That one's real frosty. Okay, get a little spot there. This is a cameo. Look at this. That. Tell me, cameo? Yeah, that's black and white. That is a cameo proof right there. Yeah, they got them. How's that look? I wish I could focus. Let me see if I can set it down and get the angle. Ooh. Okay, now it's a scratched cameo proof. Okay, now it's a double scratched cam. I'm losing it, babies. Let's see if we can see that. Get the light right. That's a slick one. That one's good. See that? That one is hardcore. I told you they were real close. Yeah. Now I get that light blocked. There's a light overhead. I'm blocking that one with this paddle. Yeah. Okay. That one gets saved out. Let's look at the other side now. How do we look? I need to see cameo here too. And this side is weak on the cameo. It's not as frosty on this side. That's why it's probably in this roll. Yeah, that's brilliant on this side. The other side is sharp. What do you do? Oh, so close. All right, that side's cameo. You see the difference the die makes? Both sides have to be sharp. They both have to, or it doesn't count. And you see this. You see people selling a cameo proof, and they only show you one side in the picture. You got to see both sides, or you're just throwing your money to hell away. Damn it, Jim! I'm on doing bits at this, and doctor. Yeah, you see how this side it's not as sharp. It's not as high contrast. That's more brilliant. Well, we still look for die varieties. Yeah, but these still, you know, you're starting out new. They're $1. Come on, you're starting out the new. It's a good way to learn. In the meantime, boy, it sure does look good in your set. Can we see it up here? Not really. First time here, and he's a trip. Hi, what, Willie Dallard? Dilly. He's dead, Jim. Oh, you want to work for the captain? Here you go. Put on this red shirt. Come back in 2 minutes. Guy's all shaking. What's wrong? What's wrong with him? He knows. That's what's wrong. What's on the upper loop of that 6 right here? What is that? Is that something there? Is it contact? Is it attached? Is it loose? Is it, what is it? It's gone. Is it still there? I don't know. No idea. Well, it's gone. It was something and now it's not something. But you get a little bit of a line right here. I don't know, too small for me to see without, without a microscope. All right. What could it be? All right, you see the little finning over here? You see that? If you put down a black cloth when you go through a lot of pennies, you'll see when you're done on that black, just a little speck here, there, maybe over there. It's a bit of copper, right? And a lot of times it's the finning where it rubs on another coin is enough to just take off a little bite. So you get these little flakes of copper here and there. And it's usually the edges, the finning in particular. And if that little fleck lands on the surface, all right, you might get just a little touch like that. That's a piece of lint. Let's look at the other side, because it's this coin that had it on there, so it might be close. Maybe it left something else. All right, let's follow that rim around. And it's just a little, just a little mote of copper. But the easiest place for it to scrape from another coin is the edge. So we're looking around that edge. Okay, maybe not that one. There, see this? See this? If that's a little bit of finning, how you get a little bit of roughness right in here. It's probably rubbed on another coin and taken off just a little touch, just a little edge, a tiny little chip of it. Okay, now let's look for a doubling. Well, a pretty unremarkable set as far as doubling goes. Spock, are you out of your Vulcan mind? Crazy green-blooded crewman number 5. That's right, security chief. Tommy Likey. Tommy want Wingy. We got Wingy, Tommy. How you look? A little more brilliant than that last one. Still frosty. Yeah, the cameos are nice, right? You can get top dollar, and we're talking top dollar on cameos, right? If you can pick them up, these earlier proofs, you can get them for $1, $2, you know, real decent ones, maybe $3. But when you can get them in cameo, you know, you can get these old proof sets for $25, $30, right? For a 64 proof set. And they're tough to see because a lot of times they got this cellophane is kind of milky. The coins inside are freaking gorgeous. Okay, but if you can get these cameos, especially on the pennies, that's when you can, you know, that $2 penny is now a $30 penny. But you got to watch it. It's got to be both sides. And Chad. CFA and Chad are here, both of them? Well, it's about time. I got a lot of weeks to search for varieties. May do that tomorrow. Mrs. CFA says, time for bed. Stay groovy. Don't keep her up all night. I can't believe I just said that. Oh, what the heck. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's the PG version. What do we got here? 3, 6, 9 left. This is number 41. We got through most of it. And this is a lot more frosty on the reverse. Well, okay, maybe not. I don't expect to find a cameo in this roll, but boy, I sure was hopeful. Yeah. I think his real brother was his father on show. I'm well aware of human emotions, Doctor. I'm frequently inundated by them. However, I train myself to put up with practically anything. Okay. Well, you're gonna get some turds. You're gonna get some dogs. That's not a big dog, it's a little dog, but it's a dog enough. Let me show you what that is. You're gonna see that looking at it with your naked eye. Right in the center, you get a spot. What is it that does that? Probably salt. That's the most common thing you're gonna find that would cause corrosion on copper. Where does it come from? Probably sweat or spit. That's where it comes from. And it does that to copper. Okay, so much of that one. I'm going to put that in a flip anyway, because we'll send it out. The trouble with tone spots. You get an entire show script? Is it the original script? Probably Uhura's script. I hear they're not so valuable because she's hardly in those shows. Look at the top and bottom of the L right here. Nah. It's fairly normal there. Lots of stuff that wasn't aired. Oh, yeah. And here, Uhura She cursed up quite a storm in like 37 languages, most shows. Nurse Chapel, man, I had to delete some scenes with her. She couldn't keep her clothes on, I tell you. I need some more flips. What do we got? Here's some more flips. Those are counted. Ah, here's some more flips. Good. All right. Yeah, you got some rolls, and you know most rolls you're gonna find the worst one. You're gonna find the best one. Well, you keep the best one, but the worst one, you know, have a spot, or maybe have a few that, okay, these are dogs. You'll get that. It's when you have more than, you know, 3 or 4 dogs. That's when you're thinking this is a crappy roll, because it doesn't take money to kill your value on that roll. This one has a few spots. Those are milky spots right there. It's just oxidation is all it is. I need your help with trolls earlier, Adriana. Oh, he got him. He nailed him. Dude, I think they're still watching. And poor trolls are still crying. Yeah, that's a dog. There. This is what the dogs look like. Oops. That's a little doggy after dropping it. That's what a dog looks like. Yeah, that's a dog. Well, sure is a nice cameo in the front, though, huh? Let's look at the back. But I guess some minor blemishes kind of make it. Oop, I can't see nothing. There we go. All right, to hell with it. Stop moving. That's not cameo on the back. The front is real sharp. But this fails my test because I got these spots over here. Yeah, that's not good enough for me. Okay, yeah, that one will hand out. I'll put that on a chainmail or something. Keep going, we got a few left. I've had some rolls that are so damn awful. The only way to recover my investment is to send them back. Dude, these coins suck so bad. You know, and I paid less than face value for them, for Christ's sakes. I've done that. I've picked up coins for less than face value. I love when I do that. You know, you get a bid. The starting bid's a penny. You know, there's 8 cents in there. Nobody else bids. Okay, I won. Good. Of course, the shipping sucks. Lemon here? Yeah. Oh, okay. Jeez, about time. Yeah, we're going through a roll of 64 proof cents. Looking for die varieties. We ain't found a darn thing yet. I'll find some that are almost cameo, but only on one side. Most of them are pretty good shape. Little linty. I think the guy must have had a cat sometime back in the day. Whew, I got a roll of quarters. What were they? 1986. I had not gone through those. I guess I'd pulled a couple out, at least one. I can't tell if it's 38 or 39 in there, but oh, Topaz got all those. That one looks pretty good. Cameo or no? That's a little too far away to tell in the reverse. How does that look? No, that's too brilliant. That's a shiner. No, not cameo. It was awesome, man. Glad to hear it. You green-blooded, pointy-eared. Frank Waddell's a troll. Everybody unsubscribe to him immediately. And while you're at it, form another, profile and have that profile subscribe to Lemonhead. Linty ones. No, I'm good, Frank. Now my kid's life, I did not block you. No, this is not at all frosty. Good fields. Yeah, no. One thing on this batch, I don't see many marks in the fields. What's going on here? We got some discoloration going on here. Okay, a mechanical looking pattern. But not a fingerprint looking pattern. Okay, something touched it. It was on a cloth that was contaminated. Nobody knows. Liberty looks right. Gonna have to get with YouTube Central or something. All right, nothing on that one. 4 left. Fire. Oh, it's Fire Cajun. That's it. Yeah. We got 4 left. We haven't found a single dye variety, and that's not uncommon. You can go through roll after roll after roll. Well, you got to take a look at the coins and see if they're any good, right? And you probably want to look at least, a bunch of them so you get a statistical sampling. Maybe go through a third of them. If you go through a third of a roll, you can decide, is this a decent roll or is it crap? Because if you got a bunch of crap and, you go through 15 of them, send them back. That might be the best way to recover your money. But, hey, well, at what point does it make sense to buy these rolls and sell them off? Well, do you have a market that you can move a bunch of these things? If I put these in people's, if they spend more than $25 and pay within 2 days, I'm going to send them something. This week it's a proof nickel. Did I go through those freaking nickels? Huh. I don't know. But if you do the dye varieties, well, you only need one. A lot of times, one dye variety will pay for the whole damn roll. That's not a bad looking reverse, really. Can we tell anything there? That's fairly sharp. Let's look at the other side. That's pretty strong. A little weak on the arm, I think. I might keep this one for me. How you look? Yeah, that last one had a spot. Oh, that one does too. But boy, that's a small spot. Looks pretty good to me. Well, that's random. It's raining cats and dogs. 20% of my... What? Not sure what that means. I got a dragon on it. I might keep that one for me. God bless Texas. Can't tell weather to save their lives. Hey, if you don't like the weather, just wait a minute. Everybody complains about the weather across the country. Everybody. If you don't like the weather, wait a minute. Well, every area of the country uses that, except for Seattle, where all they do is pray for sunlight. Maybe we'll get some sunlight this week. My butt hurts. I'm cold, I'm tired, it's hungry, my butt hurts. I'm going to my mother's. You don't love me! I'm sorry, did I wake you up? I'm sorry, did I wake you up? Oh, I'm sorry. I woke her up. Oh, man. Now I'm sorry. All right. Oh, Jesus. Oregon. It's fall for 9 months. Dude, I lived in Maine, and it was cold. All I remember is it was cold. The chicks were ugly, and the weather was cold. I mean, it's a bad combination already. Winter started like Halloween, right? Dude, it's the leaves turn color in September, and you're looking at 40-degree nights. You get frost in September. No fooling. October, there's days you get some snow. It might not stick, but sometimes it does. I've gone trick-or-treating in the snow. It's bullshit. April, it warms up. By May, usually the snow is gone. And you got, a week and a half of spring, and then it's summer. I mean, it's freaking screaming hot. It's 78 degrees every freaking day. And if you get, 10 days of rain, you didn't get a summer. And then you're back into, the 40-degree nights. Oh, screw that. Cold all day, every day. The day is so cold you cannot get warm. You can cover yourself in blankets 2 feet thick. Done it, and you can't get warm. Just cold forever. I'm in Florida. It's hot forever. I'm okay with that. There we go. We went through all 50. I think we only dropped one. What's this? Well, that's that 2000. That's that hairy 2000. Where'd my stick go? We didn't find any dye varieties. We found some that were close to cameo, but we didn't have cameo on both sides. Touch it. There we go. That's all you got to do is touch it. Don't drag it. Whatever you do, don't drag it. Don't brush it off. It's best if you can blow it off. What the heck is that? And sometimes you can't blow it off, but try not to drag. Touch it. Oh, crap. What the hell is that? That's a contaminant. Okay, that one shot out. Oh well, we'll throw that to the side. We'll put that in somebody's package. Here you go. Yeah, don't drag it. Don't brush it. This little brush, look, it's great if you want to get some spot off of a coin. You got a coin in there, and you're trying to take a picture, and you want to get that piece of debris out of there. And this, this is going to do it. Not a problem. Usually I'm up here if I'm taking a picture of the coin. But, clear away any babies or dust or lint that's in the way. And this brush is perfect. You can get in there and just touch, and it's gone. Don't use a brush on proofs. You will frig them up. Guaranteed. Oops. There goes another 10 bucks. Darn it. Dip it in liquid nitrogen. Okay. How to make a dog sound like a cat? Huh? How would you do? How would you make a dog sound like a cat? Give up? You take your dog, you shove him in a bucket full of liquid nitrogen, you hold him down with your boot for about 5 minutes till he freezes solid, and you put him up with a bandsaw. Okay, how do you make a cat bark like a dog? Ready? Okay, you dump the bucket out, you fill it up with gasoline, you dump your cat in there 5-6 times, you light him up. Woof! Cat jokes. Okay, good night, Lincoln. Sorry I wasn't hit. That's all right. We tolerated Tristan and all the others. Bark like a dog. Dark like a bog. Well, that's when you put them in the water and just let them ferment for a while. Okay, guys, we went through them. We didn't find anything exciting. We found mostly good ones. A couple of, dogs. And we'll send off the dogs somehow. Yeah, you can get proof rolls for pretty good prices. But selling proof singles is tough and tricky. geez, you need a lot of customers to be able to do that. I grab them, you know, when I get the price really good, and send them out. We get them $50. Where'd they go? What were those? Where did I put them? Thought I had. No matter. We had them. This 87S $50. Here's one here, just like this. Okay, you treat them right. You package them neatly, right? There you go. And yeah, you can pick up $1 perhaps on a coin or whatever. Yeah, of course, with all the fees and all, it's really good when it's added in with a bunch of other stuff. And it helps. But you're not going to make a fortune on these by any means. What do you have? Penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half, dollar, 50 years. How many different proofs do you have to offer a full product line of $50, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters? It's a pretty sizable investment. You know, you'd spend $5,000 to $10,000 to get them all. Good Lord, and that would be a roll of each. It's tough, but you know, you can do it in time. If you're doing coin shows, right? Hunt around for a mixed roll, where you can get a roll of 20 different or 50 different or 5 different or something, and get more diversity. You might pay a little bit more, but you get a better chance of moving out several at a time that way too. Hey everybody, I'm back for second can. Oh man, I'm fading fast. I've been on for almost 3 hours. I desperately need a cigarette. We killed that roll. We're just babbling now. Where the hell's my lighter? Oh yeah, I got the pocket thing here. That ain't helping. There it is. Where the hell? Right where I always put it, right there. Did you move my freaking lighter? I tell you 100 times, don't fuck with my shit, huh? Well, you think you live here? Or cherry pick the crap out of everything. Yeah, cherry picking, seriously, that's going to be one of the best ways if you have limited budget, right? And can get some coins. Learn what you have. Learn to identify the coins, because you may have some stuff already. Where'd that one go? Let me light this, for Christ's sakes. Where the hell did it go? We had it. Is that it? Oh, I put it under here, I bet you. Oh, right there, top. Okay, let me check this out for a bit. There are so many die varieties on so many coins. It's impossible to memorize them all or learn them all. What you got to do is learn to identify what it looks like, what to look for in these die varieties. Oh, I'm still at it. I do this all the time. There you go. I got this for a decent price. And I'm thinking, okay, it's in decent shape. And I like to make $5. I can probably make a $5 bill on this. And then I find a repunched date on it. Oh, good. Not an overdate, a repunched date. Back in the day, they punched them by hand, much like they do the mint marks today. Kind of nifty. That's stupid nice. Dude, this is a cool one. I love the 4. Shows on all 4 of the ledger, all 4 of the digits. It's a real peach. And it's in pretty darn good shape to begin with. You're also perfect for each other. Yeah, she just sits on the couch and pretends that she's real. Yeah, you do. I love you too, baby. Hey, save me 3 minutes later, huh? God love you. Hate when she gets upset. She goes to her mother's. There we go. I mean, real good shape to begin with. Okay, I would call this VF and have no problem with it. A little soft on the L, but the detail in the rest of the hair says VF written all over it. Give me a tour. I'm okay with it, with grade. Yeah, that's a reasonable grade. Oh, this side's up. Now, it's a dark coin. For copper, well, for this age, it's going to be pretty dark. They were 100% copper back in the day. There you go. See the space and the ribbons? Yeah, I give that a VF. And problem-free. That's what I like. I like the problem-free coins, if nothing else. And then, you know, you got plenty of time on your hands. You don't have much of a budget. So, it's a natural extension. Use the time you have. Enjoy your coins, but give them a deep inspection, because you may find something like this. Huh? And now instead of making $5 in the coin, you know, now it's 50 bucks. And now it's enough that it can help improve your situation. Copper lives matter. You're darn right. Write that down for me, baby. I wish it didn't sell on mine now. Oh, dude, you can get back in. It's no problem at all. What do you need? A $20 bill? You can get a decent coin. You can go to the bank. If you got no money, you can always go to the bank and just take your loop and go through 2,000 pennies. And you might find something. Chances are you can find a few dollars worth of coins in there. And do that, you know, a bunch of times until you've got a roll of minor die varieties, and you can sell that for 20 bucks. Now you turn 50 cents into 20 bucks. It'll take a while, but don't spend the 20 bucks. All right, put it back in. You know, get twice as many coins at a time, so you're using less gas when you go to get coins. Invest in the stuff you got to have to do it. A loop is 3 bucks. Do you need a scale? 7 bucks. You need a calipers? 6 bucks. Get the holders that you need to hold your coins, or tubes, right? Whatever it is you need to, these simple supplies. I'd say the holders are probably the paramount. And you know, keep your coins separate. If you have to, you can get the cheaper cardboard, but they're single use. Step up and spend the 25 bucks on a camera, right, to take pictures of that coin of good enough quality that you can market that coin and get that, you know, that $50 bonus for the coin instead of $30 for. Well, that's a pretty good shot. We'll take a risk. 200 bucks in a month regularly would be enough for most people to improve their situation noticeably. I mean, if you had an extra 200 bucks each month, what would that do for you? Geez, in a couple, 3 months, that's probably more than half the people out there have. No fooling. Geez, you get a flat tire, you get an extra 200 bucks a month coming in, all right, you're fixed. Now you put an extra 200 bucks into your savings account. Give that just enough of a boost that you're not running to the bank with your paycheck to get it in there, so you can pay, you know, cover the check that you paid 3 days ago for your light bill, so they don't shut it off. Hope you got $6 left so you can buy some, you know, some macaroni, a couple of potatoes, and a piece of chicken, and eat that for the weekend. I usually sell them by the roll, $25. Yeah, he gets those. See if I got one here. I got so much crap back here, man. What's this? Here's another proof roll. Look. It's a roll of 1977 S dimes. Forgot I had this. Working 2 full-time jobs and 1 part-time job, 80 hours a week. You know. Coins are a commitment, not so much to time, because you can do it spare time. It's a commitment to spending the time to learn. That's what the commitment is. Here's a roll of 77. They're going to be cameos. 77 S dimes. Okay, back to work. Jesus. Freaking roll them. All right, what do we got for die varieties on 77S dimes? I got no idea. But I know where to look. That's the thing. Even if you don't know what particular varieties to hunt for, you know how to hunt. So what are we going to do? We're going to check the date. We're going to get the focus right here. That's tough. Okay, we got an S mint mark, and it's before 1990, so we want to give that extra scrutiny. All right, we're looking for RPMs, and that's going to be tough on proofs, let me tell you. Just seeing them. We'll look at In God We Trust. Look at the letters here. Go around the whole outside and check the center. Right? Date, mint mark, go around the whole outside and check the center. And if you just do that, you're going to, that's where you'll be at least able to see if it does exist. Most die varieties that are out there. Okay, you're looking at the very fine points, the finest points you can find. Right, the tips of the flame, the ends of the A's. Oh, the little serifs on the I's, the dots, and the middle dots. What are you looking for? You're looking for separation lines. You look for little notches. You look for letters that are wider than they should be. And you look in the center. And on dimes, where's my sticky? Here it is. On dimes, you're looking right, this is the center of the coin right here. So I'm looking for extra leaves. This leaf, this one, maybe that one. I'm looking for extra metal in and around the leaves. On the olive and over here, right? Extra bits. That's what I'm looking for. And if you know just how to inspect a coin, you don't have to know exactly what the die varieties are for that particular date. No cussing. I gotta be mean. Like Shadow's mom or something. That wasn't RPM, wasn't it? You can't say was and wasn't in the same sentence. You can't. It's like a rule. You learn that in literature or something. I didn't see it. I'm not really feeling the love here. Okay, that's the design. That's the design used on the 79 Type 1. It's just this blob of an S. Boy, it is hard to get the light on the sides. And where did it have to go? There it is. Yeah, getting the light and the focus and everything lined up, it's a bear sometimes. I don't see any doubling or repunching or extra metal around it or extra thickness. Hell, I can barely see the friggin' mint mark. There it is. That looks like a perfectly normal mint mark to me. So save that one so you have a reference. See the way that works? Then you get one and say, I'm not sure if I see anything. And then you have one to look back and say, it is an identical to match to what I have over here. The correct form is that was an RPM, was it not? But what the frick? Who cares? We speak English. We're Americans. That's what matters most. Yep, we talk, we curse, we swear, we use foul language, and we do it better than anybody else in the whole goddamn world, let me tell you. We're going to rescue 2 more now. What are you rescuing? No double negatives. You know. No, don't use no double negatives. Double negatives. Coincat is missed. We liked his sound. He's forever immortalized, though. Yeah, you had that cat for how long had you had that cat? For like, that was like a 15-year cat. Yeah, I had a cat for 3 years. That ungrateful son bitch ran away as soon as we moved. Man. To hell. That's a good cat. What the hell's those flips? A 17-year-old. That's an old cat. Jesus. I've had a cat for 10 years. 17 years? Jesus. It'd be like, I can't do the math on that. What's it? When I was 34, yeah, that'd be 17 years. 4, 7, yeah. Damn it, man. I haven't had a girlfriend for 17 years. I've been very fortunate. Let me tell you. Where's that splotch of crap there? It's inside. Jeez, it's a fucking moth. A moth flew into my flip. Damn you. There. Okay, the next step is I got to print up some little inserts. And I have those ready. I got, oh, well, I mixed them. Okay, well, I had 6 that were off to the side because they were really spotty. So I got to find those again. And I'll have those ready to, probably for next week's show or something. You can't delete that. Would have been 18 in January. I'm 51 and a half now. So I'm fully in touch with that sort of thing. Wrench me, bud. I can. What the hell? Hope that. Yeah, that's probably the wrong Frank. Let me check that channel real quick. You gotta be careful when you do this. Sometimes they get the wrong person. Let's go to channel. Because it may have to end up coming over to your house and killing you. Loading. Is that really Frank? No, that's not. Okay, I'm going to unsubscribe you. Yeah, I'm going to have to kill you now. Yeah, wrench me, bud. You're out of here, buddy. Wrench me, bud. Remove moderator. Frank Waddell is no longer a moderator. Good. Jesus, that's a spider. Yeah, it's a good spider. Let me go back over here. This is not Frank Waddell that I know. Frank, do you have 2 channels? Is that what I'm seeing here? Frank B. Waddell? Yeah, well, I'm looking over here and I see Linda. All right, then I see Lockport, New York. Well, Jesus, make sure you subscribe with each of your channels, huh? Oh, for Christ's sakes. There. At least one of your personalities might not, might not fade away. This Coin Dragon. You have a what the, you got a what the Frank? Oh, I get it now. Why do you make it so challenging? I get these PayPals, and on here it's Coin Guru, and on PayPal it's, John Wicks 1474, and his email is Lubadoo. What the hell is that? Then you get the shipping address, and it's Albert Smith. Just out of curiosity, is the 35 DDR nickel a good find? Is that the one on 5 cents? I bet you. Oh, yeah, I meant to. I should probably check for those. Okay, 35. No, that's EPU. One of them. Okay, that's a Buffalo. Oh, where are you? Let's see. There. Okay, you're probably looking at, I think, down here in 5 cents. would be pretty strong doubling, or up here on EPU. I don't know which one's which, but probably. Lubadoo, that's his email, lubadoo at email.com or whatever the hell. That's the guy's, he's good for $100 a month. I'm okay with that. But it makes it tough to, to straighten everything out. That's why I ask people, send me an email right up here so we can get everything straight. Because, man, I don't save any of these email addresses, and it's a bear. Sometimes they sent me their email address, but I get 30 emails a day, mostly from Russian brides and Christian mingles. Anybody else having trouble uploading nudes to Christian mingles, or is it just me? What to Frank? Is that a different WT Frank? I don't know what's going on. Let me try catching this real quick. Okay, whatever. I've been wanting to time somebody up, by God. So, somebody curse. Yeah, but the 35, yeah, that's a popular one. I don't know what the value is, but I bet you could move. If I know about a dye variety on a buffalo, yeah, it's probably a better known variety. Does anybody have any spare change? No, I take all mine to the bank. It's tough sometimes. Okay, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. Here. Let me blot out this. Where the hell that? It's gone. Here. Yeah, I can't stand up because I'm wearing long johns. You can't see long johns because you might see underwear on my knees. Oh, God. Yeah. Picture Ken Peavy in a tutu. You've entered the Twilight Zone. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm a dream about double eagles and 33 St. Gaudens. Look, you can get those things. There's nothing stopping you from getting some double eagles and St. Gaudens. Except for you. It's just a decision. That's all it takes. So what happens when I go to sleep? And you might say to yourself, my God, what have I done? This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. Oh, God. They treat leprosy now. This is not my beautiful wife. I guarantee they just started going up. We've been going nuts for a long time, man. What is this? It says 1924. It's in decent shape. Good separation of the letters. Got good tail. Got 4 legs. And pushing fine-ish on the horn. Let's look at the other side. What do you say? Nail him, Adriana. I got a mark on his face. I got 2 pieces of braid. I'd probably call this very good. But it's, you know, it's got typical marks for a nickel. Nickels are big, heavy things. They always take on too many marks. But it's got a full date. I like that. Yeah. Put that away. And we sang that song all the time back in college. Burning down the house. All of them. Anybody, do you young people, do you know what the Talking Heads, who they are? Oh, here's a wonder. Here's a joy. This is a joy to behold. A thing of beauty is a joy to behold. Okay, what do we got? On this one, you got to get close on this one. And then it jumps out and you can't miss it. That's wood grain right there. All right, here it is from big. Here it is big, and it just looks like, you know, kind of a frigged up coin, right? But it's when you go deep, when you go low, that one explodes, and you say, ah, that's not frigged up. That's grainy. That's a gorgeous thing. I like these. This is what I like. I also like the wide separated, you know, tiger stripey looking ones. There it is. Great coverage. Okay, what do we got to look at? Is a deep cut N. So that's a type 2 reverse on a BDB. And we got to look up here at the letters. What gets my attention on this one, I could not find a match, was that. That's not round. It's got a pointed on one side. See a little dot? It's not even. All right, what is it? Is it a little die chip maybe? The rest of the letters, if you can see the letters, I see no evidence of, you know, double die here. The wheat lines are right and tight. This dot's good. But the first dot is a little oblong. Wheat ends, yeah, that look pretty good. I'll get no problem here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do you think of 8, 9, and 10 on the right side? If you start counting from the left and you get to 8, 9, and 10, stop moving. Is that a notch? Yeah, right on this side. Is that a notch? He told me to freeze. Numbers 8, 9, and 10. Okay, start at the left side with number 1. All right, and over here, numbers 8, 9, and 10. Now you got a peak, right, which is the wheat line, and you get the groove in between. Over here, this, I got some discrepancies over here. This has variance to it. Stems. They look perfectly normal. Should be a rounded end. Huh. All right. I'll examine this one up close and personal for a long time. See, you get a peak and a groove, even all the way across. That one looks good. But over here, 8, 9, and 10 on the inside, they're not uniform. Letters. The O is a weak strike, washes out. That looks good. E looks good. That's one thing about the woodies, man, they're tough to spot. They're tough to look through. Loving the fine grain. Oh yeah, it's replete with fine grain. The bottom's down here. Yeah. Send it to Wexford for $5 and let him decide. Yeah. That's that one right there. The camera's fucked. 65 red brown. Yeah. I sold that to Lemon. Well, he got frigged up. So I needed some cash. He sold it. I got it back. That's fur right there. Hoping one of them salt and pepper ones comes up for sale again sometime. Didn't you get one from me? I think you got one from me, didn't you? Jeff Schumar got that 2-center. That's, man, I shouldn't have let that go. But I also had to, pay the light bill and find some food. No? Huh. Still hurts. Dude, it's a peach. It's a good-looking coin. Okay, we're down to 16 watching. We've been 3 hours. My coffee's cold. I have to put it in the microwave. I'm wearing down. I'm good for 3 hours or so, I suppose. Lemonhead doing better? No. They're going to do some surgery and take out the whole thing. That's what they need to do. Where are my smokes? Jesus H. Christ. I got more. Nice coffee stein. Well, they broke my good one. Duh. Alright, so I had to go back to the ball jar. I got it to the dollar store and get one of them good tumblers. Get a nice big, because these, these are hard to get the sugar in the top. You gotta get the wide mouth. Yeah. To let you know how much you're drinking, they're a quart. Shambled. I thought they decided to just bubble wrap it. They're gonna bubble wrap Lemonhead? Probably for the best. Just wrap him in some bubble. He'll be okay. Send him home. It's cheaper on the insurance that way. You sold a VDB. What did I get you for a VDB? Did I get you one? Did you get a 64 or 65 or something? I don't know, man. Or was it wood? Dana, she likes the woods. I have to get some more woods. And when I see her in chat, let's get those out. Oh, would you like brains with that, zombie man? You won the big show. You got that in the big show? Huh. I can tell you exactly when you got it, I bet you. Oh, let's see. Maybe we'll put it back in the big show. The big show. When did Lemon win the big show? 314 WW. And again on 321. And I think that's what sparked it to say, we got to do this like, 30 days in between. Have you won it since? No. Well, you probably do. Who's up right now? There we go. Coin off is in the clear. Steve D is now in the clear. But Ant has to wait until December 9. Aha, we made it. This is the part where Steve's in and all these people are screwed for a while. So Ant, Jeff Dunn. Jeff Dunn won? Well, shit. Lincoln, Robert Lawson, Matt Granicki, and CJ. 1021. Who won 1028? There. That's right. Frank, tomorrow type in 1896, okay? There. That's got it. Okay, 1828. Give me this. What's that? That's 14 bold. Give me 14 bold. There, across the whole goddamn sheet. I don't have to fix that. The kitty is up to $60. Another 200, and we probably will get that thing. Yeah, just, when we do the quiz, just type in 1896. I'm good for a while. You won lemons. Well, shit, you won mine. Where the hell did that go? That's a screen. Here it is. See, oh, you just won that 2 weeks ago, for Christ's sakes. Yeah. And you won back here on the big show. And you've won 3 big shows, CJ. Is that right? 311, 415, 1021, a 3-timer. Lincoln's won a couple 3 times. He won the first one, that one. Did you win here, Wednesday Weeds when we had that? Jesus. Knowledge is power. All right, we'll have to do one that favors less experienced people. Haha, you suck, CJs. Yeah, Cindy won that one. She's pretty psyched. I meant to check that. Where the hell's the tracking? Let me pull that up real quick. I can't show you PayPal. Here, you look at the penny. Is it up here? No. Oh, to hell with it. She'll get it soon, I'm sure. There was a delay because I couldn't get out to the freaking driveway. Fucking awesome. Could have tried to sleep. Adriana, why don't you do a show? It'll be fun. Do a Sunday morning show. Talk about whatever it is you talk about. Talk about silver rounds or some darn thing. Yeah, I'm fading fast, guys. I'm going to take off. I'm still waiting for some shit from Chicago. It didn't come in today. Jesus, 10 days out. Where's my stuff? Hey, 2 squared minus 5x plus 3y cubed. Solve for y or solve for x? Shay's doing that now. Yeah, you do your own show. Grow yourself. I slept 10 minutes. I sleep for about 4 minutes, and the coffee will say, "Get up right now!" Then I go back to bed. Maybe. That's what it's all about. We push ourselves just a little. Just push the envelope. Get into an area where you're uncomfortable. Do something you haven't done. I'd stream, but I'm sans clothing. trying to load Frank's page. Yeah. That's the whole point of it, is become better or more than you were yesterday. Grow, push the boundaries and try something new. All right. I'm going to take off, guys. You stay groovy.